What's going on, you Pokemon Savages? Welcome back to another episode. This is a milestone episode, episode 25, which means we're going to be looking at our favorite Pikachu cards. We're going to be talking about some new things, not many things coming out, but some things going on in the TCG, GameStop, pre-releases for Pitch Black, all the sorts. We're going to get into that in this episode. Let's go. God, I'm never going to get good at that intro.
I think it's fine. Fine.
Oh my gosh. I am like, it's just the ADHD is just like in hyperdrive. Even if I wrote it out, even if I had a teleprompter, guys, I probably would just be like, I would not even pay attention to it. I would look away and not even read it. So
it wouldn't. I'm the same way.
What's going on, man?
Oh, not much. Just hanging out, getting ready to go over a new McDonald's promo that's going to be way too popular. PSA 10s is going to go to $50 again. We'll see. That'd be, maybe.
We shall see, man. Listen, guys, before we get into this episode, we're giving this away. Our very first giveaway, it is going to be the Pokemon Day 2026. Obviously, this is good to celebrate for the Pikachu 25th episode. It's got your Pikachu promo. It's not even a promo. It's just a reprint. I think this is from Temporal Forces, but it does have the Pokemon Day 2026 stamp, the coin. It's got 2 packs of Phantasmal Flames and 1 pack of Mega Evolution. I pulled a Gardevoir EX from Mega Base out of this box. So we're going to be giving this away. Stay tuned into the episode. We're going to let you guys know what you need to do to enter. It's going to be super easy, but you have to stay tuned. So without further ado, we're going to take this away. Kota, we're going to go right into our favorite Pikachus. And you, my friend, sent me 2, and I love them.
It was hard. I mean, obviously, this is probably their most types of cards where there would be, commons to crazy promos to like something like this, which was a promo.
Nope.
There's so many cards that just look so good. I ended up going with 2, just because there's so many. I felt like 2 for Pikachu. I mean, it's the mascot. It makes sense. The Japanese promo is just this gorgeous art style. I was thinking it's something so unique. It's something like, I think it was this, and I think it was Cramorant also had one.
Cramorant, and then does this also go with like the scary, was it Psyduck or Mimikyu or is it the same type of artist? I don't even know.
I'm not sure. That one doesn't ring a bell. The 2 I always think of with this is this and the Cramorant. I just think it's a cool style, very like classical type of style. It's very unique. We really don't have anything else in Pokemon that's been like this.
We don't.
So I thought it was really cool. It's this one that once this came up, I was like, there's so many, and there's so many that I love, but this is one that like it's so unique and so unique to Pikachu that I was like, it's got to be this one.
It really is. I agree with that, man. This is like when I first saw this, I didn't even think it was a real Pokemon card.
Yeah, I didn't either. I thought it was a some kind of exclusive, or maybe it was something like the Illustrator Pikachu, where it's like very specific people got it. Like it's like this is for a specific person or something. And I was like, no, this is just a promo,
right?
Which is sick. This is one of my favorite Pikachu cards. The other one I picked is purely just because it's Pikachu and Rowlet. I didn't know this existed until I went looking on TCG Player. I was like, wait, I knew there were a bunch of these like mini ponchos, but I did not know that Rowlet was one of them. So it made me very excited. So this is purely because Rowlet's on there. The Pikachu's fine. It's mainly just because it's Rowlet, and we got a little tiny Rowlet on the Pokeball stamp.
Are you going to pick it up for what
no?
Was valued at again? Shoot!
They're not even available. There's just so few of them. No, I'm definitely not.
Yeah, no, these are
absolutely not.
These are crazy. But dude, when I saw it, I'm like, yep, I know exactly why you picked it, guys. If you don't, all the new people here, Kota is a huge Rowlet fan, so this totally makes sense. I absolutely love it, dude. So cool. Yeah. Well, I wonder if this was like a Pokemon Center box. It looks like one of those Pokemon Center promos, like even with some of the newer ones.
It might have been. I'm not sure.
Yeah. I went with one, but I'm gonna, after I show mine, we're just gonna pull up just exactly what you said, because this is tough. And guys, this is mine right here. So I didn't think I was gonna pick this one. It is a Japanese one. Again, there's so many Pikachu cards. This is a Japanese deck exclusive. So I ended up picking this up actually in a PSA 10 from somebody in the Savage community a couple of years ago, actually. He reached out to me. He's like, yo, Savs, I'm looking to get rid of some slabs. And I was like, I'll take that because that is beautiful. This card for the audio listeners, it's a Pikachu with a Miraidon and a Koraidon on it. So this represents, it's a world championship, but it represents Scarlet and Violet era, which is like, you know, something that I actually was the first era that I stayed in from the beginning to the end. I was in it, in Pokemon from the beginning to the end. So that's why I really like this. I probably one of the cards I won't sell, just because I just like, I like it too much. It's nothing crazy. I mean, it's probably creeping up in price, but nothing crazy expensive where like life-changing if I sold it. Who knows? Maybe one day, but
you never know.
You never know. Exactly. I'm going to zoom out real quick and then I'm going to pop this up right quick. Let me see. Hopefully if this works. I just picked it up from my Chrome. There's a ton of Pikachu cards in here. Yeah. Like I'm telling you, and like it looks like this one, the Team Skull one, which I guess that's like the most expensive raw one, then the Gold Star Pikachu. But my goodness, again, what Kota said, Pikachu, the mascot, there's so many. Even on this first page, you can see some of the ponchos. But again, you're going to see something like the gray felt hat Pikachu, the Trikachu. This one from, what is this from the 20th anniversary? I love this one. I was looking at this to pick. It's got like Jolteon in the back. It's like just so good. There's so many great cards. I was also thinking about taking the Charizard. I love Charizard, but there's just so many good cards. So many. And this is the first page. So, again, that is our favorite Pikachus. All right. Dude, nice pick. I like it. Let's roll right into, what do we got? What do we got on deck? Oh, right here. The Mewtwo. So this week, they also saw on Pokemon Center these new Mewtwo and Mew DNA accessories, and they're calling them like premium accessories. I mean, what do you think of the design? It's kind of, I mean,
it's better than the futuristic rares.
I was gonna say, I think good thing you brought it up because I agree. I like this pattern that they have. I really do. I don't know what it is about it. That would have been a cooler backdrop than what we got.
Yeah, it's cool. I like it. I'm a sucker for blue and like that tealish frosty blue.
Me too.
On the playmat. This is probably a playmat that I will hopefully try to pick up at some point. Once I can, validate myself in getting a 20th playmat for some reason. It's like my thing. I love collecting playmat. I have a playmat as my desk mat. All right,
me too.
Mat. If you got it for here for working and stuff. Every table in my office or space has playmats that I work off of because I just like working off of them.
Me too. Can I tell you? I almost picked up the distro has like the 6 foot and the 8 foot Charizard X and Y. It's like the entire 6 foot table is a playmat. I'm like, that's for like tournament play, but like they have it on there for me to get, and it's so tempting for me. I think I want to get it.
Get the 6 foot one and putting it across our dining room table and see how long it takes my wife to absolutely be like, "What are you doing?"
It's like you better get that out of here, like right now.
No. This is not a game table. It's like this is great.
No, let's play.
So comfortable.
Learn how to play. That's it.
Look how plush it is.
The one thing I don't like about it is like, I mean, it obviously is the DNA, so that's what it is. But like that, it's like in the middle of everything, which is again, that's what they're doing with it. But it kind of looks weird in some of the things here. I mean, it's interesting that this is coming out because we did just get revealed that they're getting those Mew and Mewtwo boxes in the 30th. So. I guess they're kind of supplementing that kind of stuff with this. This desk box is kind of cool, but
they're just pumping out everything right now, man. I really wish the deck box was that blue that's around Mew. On the
binder too is it's like purple. It's all like purple.
It's very purple. I'm not a big purple fan. This darker cool. Purple is just not my thing. The etching on these binders is really nice.
Yeah, the Mewtwo on the back, which is insane. I love that. But yeah, like this picture looks sick. But yeah, it's like it's too purple. I got it. If it was that same color scheme, I probably would have considered it. Like the sleeves, exactly. It would have been just like the sleeves. Yeah. Again, they were just putting out some stuff. I like it. But yeah. All right, moving right along, dude, into what I don't know is going to be McDonald's in Japan. put out. I love when they do this little teaser where it's like the starters and Pikachu obviously. So it's like the emojis: grass, fire, water, and electric. And then they change their little backdrop or whatever they call this cover photo, maybe to Pikachu ears popping out. And I don't know. It doesn't specifically say what it's going to be. Which they might have strategically done that just to like not create so much craze. But I mean, this is enough to create some craze. But yeah, we know what happened with the Burger Chew. Guys, if you weren't around, this Pikachu with the Big Mac, which I freaking love, is probably one of the most graded Pikachu cards right now. And it caused some type of hysteria. Like over there in Japan, you would have to buy I think it was their version of a Happy Meal or something like that, some type of meal. And people were like throwing out the food because they were just going to get the promo, which is insane. Yeah. That's terrible. So yeah, I don't know.
I don't think it's going to be a card.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I think it went so poorly last year. I think, does this article say it on Poke Beach? Yeah. It was cut short last year because of how bad it was. Yeah.
Look at these lines, insane.
Yeah. I think I would be very surprised if they ended up going back to cards. It'll probably be a toy or something like that. Or maybe it could be TCG, but it could be TCG adjacent. It could be sleeves. It could be,
that's true.
Little things to help people who want to actually play the game. But I would be very surprised if they went back to cards again.
Yeah, that's actually, you're 100% right. And you know what? I'm wondering if that's how do we go into a 30th anniversary year without McDonald's here giving us any type of collaboration? Because they're one of the big companies that have known to be doing collaborations with Pokemon for years, decades, right? So it's it's interesting. I don't know unless that'll happen next year, because I don't think that we all know that Celebration product is still going to come out next year as well. It's maybe not new stuff, but it'll still roll into that following year. So they could drop it next year. So it's not all of it coming out this year. We still haven't seen anything from Topps, like the Chrome stuff, which we had rumors that one of the voice actors was signing a bunch of the Topps cards, the autographs. We haven't seen anything from that either. So who knows, man? I don't know. I'm not sure what they're doing.
Yeah, I think it would be very bad and very bad taste to do another McDonald's card promo. I think they know that. I think it was such a disaster that it's not worth it for them. Because again, Pokemon doesn't care about you. It does care a little bit sometimes about good PR when it's easy. In this case, it's easy to do some toys. People are still going to want them. It's still going to sell fine. It's not going to be bad, but allegedly they're trying to keep up with the TCG. So I would assume that means we're not going to be printing ancillary things we don't need to be printing. But it's it could be, I think it's one of those things that I think Burger Chew just really started something. I think people now, again, there's so many people that are so new to all this that they may think that this is something that happens every year. And I think they're going to be very surprised when it's a plastic toy or a, sticker pack or
stickers.
Something.
Exactly. As you say, stickers. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it could literally be anything. And I agree with you. I think that, and I think I read that the way that the Burger Chew release went also affected how something was going to be released with One Piece as well. And One Piece had canceled it. They were like, yeah, no, that's not
Don't blame them.
So
don't blame them.
And then we covered it with the whole, what was it? The Lapras it was some promo that was happening. It was in Korea. I don't remember. Now I don't even remember. We covered it where it was
Korea.
Yeah, they said something and it created all these people came and just waited for some.
Yeah, they just canceled the whole thing.
Yeah, and during this time, guys, I feel like it would be a little tone deaf on their part to be doing these kind of things, especially some exclusive drops where you have to be somewhere to get it. Which is why I feel like they didn't do anything with the Fossil Museum coming to the States. They didn't have some type of special promo like they did in England. I believe it was England, where it was a specific Pikachu in that museum setting. So, I mean, maybe they're onto something, but yeah. So, that's pretty much like all like the news that really came out this week. Nothing too crazy. Again, we just wanted to touch up on some new things that are popping up, let you guys know about it. But I really want to go and talk about this week. We've been seeing a lot of stuff with GameStop. Now, GameStop or GamSCALP, where a lot of people
soon to be owners of eBay, allegedly, they tried and then got completely blown back.
Dude, I don't understand. So for a while, I was like, yo, is GameStop fighting the scalpers by not allowing them to buy, not with the pricing, not like no one's going to be waiting online at GameStop to get it. So they can't, I don't know. And then now it's like, if you guys haven't seen it, I'll share a picture of like one of the countertop images, but they've released pre-order pricing for, and you can actually go in the store and pre-order it for 30th anniversary. And if you, as you would imagine, it's absolutely insane. And it's getting worse. They've actually changed pricing on it already. But this is something that we just picked it up on Reddit. So someone wrote, so 2 days ago, GameStop, this was almost a week ago, GameStop had pre-ordered for 30th anniversary ETBs at 129, and now they're 169. So they have already increased the price, and they probably increased it again. At 120, so the thing is, and the reason why I think that they're increasing it is because a lot of people have already pre-ordered it at 129. So
could be.
I mean, you tell me, Kota, what do you think? If you're think this is the hottest set that's going to be coming out, 129 doesn't. God, I don't even want to say it. I don't even want to say it out loud. 129 doesn't even sound like a bad price considering the pricing of other ETBs right now. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, that's already 2 times the actual price that they should be selling it for, which is the topic that we want to get at. But when you look at this sheet, they're charging $70 for those collection boxes, $50 for the tech stickers. So that's 3 packs. So that's more than $15 a pack. And don't forget, these packs are not full packs. These are the 5 card packs. So the ETB obviously comes with the 9 packs, and then you go into that knockout box, and then the booster bundles, which is coming October 2nd for $90. I mean, I'm looking at it compared to Ascended, and it's like there, but it's also less cards per pack, so it's way more you're paying.
Yeah. I mean, no one's surprised at this point. I mean, what has GameStop done other than, really try to exploit things and run up markets based on, this weird story of them trying to buy eBay and trying to jump their price on that. And, basically just trying everything they can. And again, if people want to pay this, more power to you. You have a lot more, expendable money than I do. And there's people that will, because again, we look at, so there was also the leak where it was basically the UPC, each one from GameStop was like $600, right?
Right. Yep.
Which sounds insane, but what you're going to see people pick those up. Why? Because Celebrations is at like what, $1,100, $1,200.
It's over $1,000. It's between like, last time I checked, it was like closer to 1,300, but it could have. Yeah, I'm not sure where it's at.
So right I mean, in 5 years, it's doubled. Now who knows what happens with this, but there's gonna be people that pick it up because it's either people that just have money, they don't care, and they just want to buy it because it's fun, and they want to open it on Instagram to get a bunch of clicks, and good for them. Or it's gonna be people that look at it and say, well, $600 on what on the open market is probably gonna be $700 or $800 out the gate. Well, I would be surprised if it's under that.
No, that's the problem. They're like already listed as double.
Yeah. So at this point, why not pick it up?
So that's kind of like the problem that this creates, right? It's kind of like what we want to get into is like, to your point, because that's what we were really going to highlight is a $600 UPC is like listed up for $1,200. So now it's like, all right, people are already picking up something that's 5 times MSRP, 4 times MSRP. It's closer to $200 this one. I think it's like 180 or 190. It's
189 or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's close. So, and then it's going to be $1,000, $1,200 right out the gate. So like now it's almost like with GameStop doing this, and it's almost like invites everyone else that sells this product to now match this price point, because now it's like, okay, GameStop is a nationwide company. Someone buys this, they put it up on eBay for $1,200. Now everyone's buying them and putting them up on eBay for $1,200. I don't know if anyone's buying those, but like, what's stopping now the local card stores from being like, okay, everyone's going to come buy ours at, even if they sold them at $189 and list them for $1,200. What do we do? Do you know what I mean? Like, what do we do as a card shop? I'd rather see the card shops get the money, but like, it's, we can't keep coming down on the card shops for like being more than MSRP, because they would just get wiped out immediately, and then people would just list it up on the secondary market. So they have to be higher. Maybe like the first release that they have, first wave, fine. But like, it creates this problem now, and it's like, I mean, this has been going on for a little while, where it's like, okay, now there's a new floor for everything already, and then it just raises that price immediately. The problem, so
I would say I will never fault smaller card shops for selling what they need to sell at, because they're not getting as much product right now.
Yep.
People weren't, a lot of people weren't loyal to these people, these shops when things were less. They weren't going in there offering to pay MSRP, right?
Right.
So they would have been furious if they had sold it for MSRP. Now they're furious if they're not selling MSRP. It's the double standard that so many people come into this kind of stuff with, especially people that weren't around in 2022, 2023, when things were well below MSRP and shops were selling to still make their margins.
Yep.
For this, yes, they're selling it well above MSRP, but at the same time, they're getting so much less. They have to be able to make that money. They have to be able to make, a profit to keep the business going. It's not something they can go into. If they sold it for MSRP, they're losing money because they're going to be out of stuff. No one's ever going to come to their shop. They're going to have weeks where there's just nothing on the shelves. They'd rather sell something at $500 that's a $200 product than have empty shelves. And I fully understand that. If I will always say, if you're someone that gets on a card shop for selling above MSRP, you better be offering MSRP when it's below it.
Right.
If MSRP is so important, it has to be the thing. You can't go, this is wrong. You can not like it fully. I understand. I get it. But you cannot say it's wrong to sell above MSRP when you would not buy if it was market below MSRP.
Yep.
So at the same time,
that's exactly the case. They know people won't do it, right?
Yeah,
because that's
so. I think at this point, at this point, it's and I think a lot of people that are complaining about that are people that either are mad that there's so many people coming into the hobby. I hate calling it a hobby.
Just call it a hobby. Knock it off.
I refuse to, because it's not a hobby for a lot of people. A lot of people, it's their job, and it's not a hobby. And
100%.
Calling it a hobby really gatekeeps people. It tries to gatekeep people from making money on it, because it's like, it's the hobby. It's the hobby.
I just call it that as a lot of people overall.
I know, but I feel like people say that in a way. There's a lot of people that bring an energy of like, it's a kid's hobby.
Yeah.
And they want to bring this energy of like, you are not allowed to make money on a hobby. Like even the government like specifies like hobby income versus like business income. There are two different things. So I refuse to call it. I mistakenly do because I hear it so much, but I will not. It's just the TCG. However you want to engage in TCG is a TCG. It's not a hobby. For people, it's a hobby. For people, it's a job. Much like golf is a hobby or job for people. But there are people that come into this that it's either they're mad that people are coming into it and making the prices more than they were when they were able to buy boxes for $80 and booster boxes for $80, $90. And the other side of it is people who weren't around for that, who are mad that it's not whatever this magical MSRP number, because people keep telling them that it should be an MSRP number.
Right.
And the people that are better off, that in some cases they truly want to do a good thing, and I think there are people who want to do a good thing when they sell an MSRP and like make this whole deal about selling an MSRP. But I think there's also people that are kind of virtue signaling in a way, and it engages people that are so mad about this, and it brings in so much engagement that it's worth it to them to sell an MSRP. People can't always afford to do that. So for GameStop, the reason they're doing it is because GameStop is a failing business, right? What is GameStop? Physical games are becoming more and more obsolete. I think there was news with, I can't remember, Xbox or PlayStation.
It was PlayStation, which we should probably talk about.
Yeah, they basically said there's no more physical games. Physical games don't exist anymore.
2028, I believe. That's what they're shooting for.
A year and a half away from physical games on PlayStation, and I think we're very, very close with that on. Oh, I mean, Nintendo's already got to the point where I think it's a key card. It's not a game like you're getting in that box. It's a key card. It's a key card to access to download the game.
Really?
I think, or that's where it's going towards. I can't remember specifically because the last game I bought was Legends of the I can't remember.
Yeah, I haven't
exactly
bought
what I was reading, and that's on me. I should know that, but at the same time, like we're moving away from that. So what is GameStop got? They see the writing on the wall. Mm-hmm. Console sales aren't going to get them anywhere. Dragon Ball Super or Dragon Ball TCGs aren't going to get them anywhere. So they need to make as much money off of this kind of product as they can and then generate the news. And you know what? Some people, and I think GameStop is seemingly one of them with how they've conducted themselves. All press is good press, ? Which I don't believe, but there's plenty of people that do. And GameStop's always in the news, and it's a way to pump their stock or to, sell products at a ridiculous price, but it's still under market. So people are going to buy it and they know that. And you know what? Good for them. If that's what they need to do, go ahead. In the same way, they are also a failing business that's going to go under, I think, after the Pokemon boom's done. They're not going to have anything left because they've driven so many people away and physical games don't exist anymore. It probably should fail. But
that's kind of the thing, right? Like, once you can't, you're not going to, what are they going to buy at 10% and sell at 110% if you can't buy a physical game and then trade it into them? Like, they're not going to.
I mean, when I was younger, that was all GameStop was. It was like, oh, well, I can go get a cheap game. Once game rental places kind of got phased out, it was, well, hey, GameStop's got a bunch of used games. Let's get a $15 Xbox game or 360 game and just go crazy with that. That doesn't exist anymore because, I'm sure there'll be some variation of that. Maybe I don't even know how it would be, but with how things are moving to where you no longer own the game, you just
the nostalgia
have access to it.
It's all nostalgia, like people going to buy like older stuff that they want.
Yeah, but man, there's so many retro game places that have just a better selection. Like there's one down the road from me that's got a lot better, cool. I mean, it's too expensive for me, but it's got a lot of cool stuff in it. I just think GameStop sees the writing on the wall and they're milking every dollar they can out of it.
Yeah, I'm like interested to see where they go next, where they pivot. Because I mean, once this comes down a bit, and to that point, it's like they're doing it because they can get away with it now, and people keep talking about them. So,
you know what? If people want to buy it and they want to sell it and they have a market for it, great. Is that good long term? Probably not, because you are alienating a large portion of people because you're not a small game shop. It's not like Dan down the road is running a business that he's trying to just keep afloat, and that's the only product he has. He can't do anything else. Like he's like, I try to get some magic, but magic's slow and it's hard to get one piece. And I got this little bit of, a small allocation, a much smaller allocation than I'm used to after all this spend I've done with this, with this distributor. I have to be able to make money off this because again, and Savs knows this because he has distribution. You don't just get the product you want. You're spending a lot of money on crap that no one wants. You don't want. And people are spending have all this spend invested in these distributors, but then all these bigger companies come in that have a lot more money they can just toss at it. And they don't, it's like, it's just a tax write-off for them. And, they get screwed and they get a lot less. So at this point it's, well, what can we do? GameStop is not one of them. GameStop gets exclusive promos. They get exclusive, like UPC. The Greninja UPC, I believe, was a GameStop exclusive, as was the Moltres.
And the Arceus one. Where is it? Right here, this guy?
Yeah, and they get exclusive UPCs, right? Like they get everything, and yet,
dude, that is I don't know, man. That's the problem I have too. Is like Pokemon is legitimately feeding them exclusive stuff. There's no. I mean, outside of like Costco's and Price Clubs, like, is there like Best Buy exclusives? Is there Target exclusives? They're legit getting exclusives. No. Those the GameStop stamped cards are part of like the crazy hype of things that come out. Look at the Gengar one that they got. Like, why does
stuff isn't always exclusives? Like there are some exclusives for sure, but a lot of times it's just like the ETB and Pokeball bundle for Prismatic that they did, or the collector, what is that little 5-pack box that had the stamp Evolution EX collection box or something it was called.
What the Evolution?
What's it called? Was it little black rectangular box that had like a specific EX stamped stamped Pikachu Evolution promo in it.
I know they had the one evolution with the evolutions fanned around. It was like a really cool looking box too.
Yeah,
I remember they had that one too when it was during Sword and Shield era, I think. But
I refuse to look it up. Comments, you can roast me. I can't remember what it was actually called, but they had those. Like they have the heavy hitters and that kind of stuff, but a lot of the stuff they get is just like stuff, and again they're wholesaling it. Shout out to Costco. They're not marking stuff up. I won't shout out Sam's Club because their website's terrible, but they try. So you know what? Semi shout out to Sam's Club. Get your website in order. Figure that out. Costco's actually got it right. But, you know, it's GameStop is getting exclusive stuff constantly. We just saw the Gengar for Perfect Order. That was ridiculous out the gate.
Yeah.
You know, it's one of those things where, again, Pokemon doesn't care. They don't care that this is happening. Why would they care that this is happening? What's a few angry people when there's 10 people replacing you, right?
But then again, I don't know if this is real. I thought I saw a headline where, and it didn't hit like PokeBeach or any bigger Pokemon news outlet sites. So it's like, I didn't look into it, but they were saying that Pokemon was going to be talked on the whole scalper reset stuff. I don't know if that was real or Nintendo.
I'll give you this now because I did look this up. This was one of our comments. And I can't. When was it not on this last podcast? I don't remember. Was it not on the last episode? It doesn't look like it was on the last episode. Okay, well I'll have to find it. But basically, they said, "Hey, what do you think about? What do you guys think about Nintendo?"
Yeah.
Owner, like the president of Nintendo saying we talked to Pokemon and they're going to try to get things figured out. And it was a lot of the stuff they were saying was very Japan based. It seemed it's not any different than when Pokemon came out with that whole thing and said we're going to print as much, because if hypothetically Pokemon's printing as much and doing all this stuff, they're not going to take the step to start cutting packaging on like Walmart stuff because it's two different things, right? So if they're allegedly heavily on the allegedly are printing to the max capacity that they possibly can, and every printer and every person running a printer is just maxed out, then they can't keep up anyway. So what are they going to do? They can't, unless they raise their own prices. There could be a transitional point where they now get to say, hey, based on demand, MSRP is going up, baby. $190 a booster box, which I do think is going to be coming pretty soon.
Yeah.
Other than that, what can they do? You know, what can Pokemon as an international, Pokemon Japan, yeah, sure, the Japanese Pokemon centers can cut packaging or cut seals. I believe that they did that for a while for stuff from the Pokemon Center, but you're not going to see a Walmart in Wisconsin cutting packaging on all of their, they're not going to be doing that. MJ Holdings is not going to be messing around with that, right?
Nope.
So basically the whole thing felt like one of those like PR kind of things that was essentially, we know it's that we're going to do something about it. And that's what Pokemon said in March of 2025 or April of 2025, when they said, we're going to run the printers to maximum capacity, baby. Let's go. And
Prismatic.
Well, we saw how that went. Prismatic at like $180 a box now or something ridiculous.
We did
maybe
get
come
so
down a little
much
bit.
Prismatic, but yeah, it came down and then went back up, and then
and we'll get a lot of assembled. It won't matter.
Yeah, it's just like we're just in the craziness that we're in right now in TCGs is pretty much just everyone can make some money on it, which is why it's causing this. Once everyone can make money on it, I mean, I think we're starting to see it a little bit now. I feel like there is, obviously it's summertime slowdown. We didn't think it was going to happen. I mean, I didn't think it was going to happen, at least.
I thought it would happen a little bit, but it's happening about what I thought it would, honestly.
It's definitely, it's definitely coming down a bit. I don't know if you guys let us know in the comments. Have you guys noticed a little bit of a demand slowdown? Have you gone to shows where you've noticed it? Again, the last show that I did was in the beginning of June, so it was over a month ago now. But definitely the sentiment. I mean, I think the smaller sets also have a lot to do with it, because the chase cards are easier to pull. So people are getting the cards that they want. And that's a good thing, right? That's not a bad thing. But when you do that, when you have 3 sets in a row that are smaller than the last one, like, I see it on the streams, right? Like I see the popularity of Chaos Rising has definitely declined. Obviously it's always hot at the gate. Pitch Black will be the same thing, but it's going to be the 3rd set in a row. It's small. And a lot of the people in the Savage community have definitely already master setted what they wanted to, pulled their chase cards or obtained it via trades, whatever. So you're starting to see the pricing of the singles go down, which is normal again. Like this is the first time we're actually seeing it. So it's a little bit, you're starting to see some type of, levels to this whole thing and how it typically reacts, where a set comes out and the pricing is hot and then it comes down. Like the Greninja, I think, is like in the mid twos now, So, but that's kind of like, it's normal. It's a normal thing. Again, everything's crazy, but this is a normal thing to see. So don't.
And certain things aren't going to be coming down. I mean, we like Phantasmal Flames, right? Phantasmal Flames over the past 3 months is still up like 10%. Mm-hmm. It's not really seeing any much of a withdrawal. Like there's certain things. I think the what is Delta Rain is going to be a very similar thing, where I think Delta Rain is going to be a very expensive set, because I think that Mega Rayquaza is going to be good. I think they know that this is going to be a heavy hitter. This is going to be a heavy hitter artist, or at least a heavy hitter style that we're going to see.
And that could also be part of it too. Part of this, a bit of a slowdown that you're feeling and seeing, is that like there's two big things coming at the end of this year, towards the end of this year. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like end of Q3 and Q4 going to the holidays is going to be celebrations and a 30 celebration and that Rayquaza Delta Rain set. So people are saving. Like I've heard people actually say it. Like people have actually put that in writing on streams. Like, yeah, I'm saving. I want to get this. I want to get that. And that's okay too. You know what I mean? Like you don't have to buy every set. That's what we've said it multiple times. Figure out what you want to focus on and how you want to collect, because that's going to be the way that you save the most money, and also just make your money work for you longer. Stretch it. Like you want to master this set, work for that set. Like me and the kids, perfect order. We're still trying to get it. We're not even going to touch Chaos Rising in that aspect, right? Like, yeah, and that's okay.
Yeah, absolutely. So you know what? Like for me, I didn't open much Chaos Rising. I didn't open much perfect order. I'm going to open some of Pitch Black, just because I there's some really cool cards in there, and I don't think that I will want to pay the money for Mega Darkrai, but I'm still going to try for it, because I got lucky. I got a booster box off of Pokémon Center. So once that gets in, I'm probably just going to rip it, because that's fun. I go for it.
Also paid MSRP for it, and the boxes are going for 100 over that right now. So
because for me, as a individual person, I don't have the funds to be spending a bunch over. I will spend some if it's like, 151 for $10 a pack somehow. Absolutely, I'm gonna grab that. Right. Mm-hmm. I like opening 151. It's fun, but I'm not gonna knock someone that does pay $250 for the Pitch Black booster box. Yeah. Go for it. I'll go I'm going to do this road trip next month. And there's probably gonna be somewhere I'm going to stop. I'm going to pay way too much money for something that's not that worth it, or not, like, other people won't be worth it. But I'll be like, oh my gosh, it's whatever this is. I'm going to grab it because this is awesome. Or I'm going to, I love mini golf. I might play a really expensive mini golf course that other people would say that's not worth it. But I'm going to say, well, I saw it on a YouTube channel I like. I just wanted to try it out. I'm going to spend the money on what I want to spend, and people want to spend $440 on a Phantasmal Flames booster box.
For the stream, I did buy some. I bought a Phantasmal and a Mega one off of a buddy, and we did a break on it, and it was just nothing in it. There was no SIRs in either the Mega Base or the Phantasmal. Yeah. And that's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes. And
this is off topic. We're gonna get off topic for a second. Of every product type that you've opened, what has been the luckiest product type? So like 3-pack blister, booster bundle, ETB, booster box. Like what has been like, and I say like luckiest, like obviously with a booster box you're expecting a certain amount of illustration, but like the ones that just went above what you thought, or you hit, like you consistently hit the big pulls out of these things. I know you open a lot of booster boxes, so it may sway a little bit that way, but just overall, because I know you open a lot of Ascended stuff or prismatic stuff where those different types of products are not going to be booster boxes, so you might have like a second place if it's all booster boxes.
Yeah, so good question. I thought it was going to be a tangent of the day, but it's not. So
it's a little bit, but it's like loosely connected to what we were talking about.
Yeah, no, I always tell people, and just right off the bat, I always tell people that come into my live stream when we're ripping a set, and they're like, "Oh, I opened up 2,000 packs of this set," and I'm like, 2,000 packs, sir, ma'am. That is like 10 booster box cases. There's 216 packs in a case of booster boxes. It's 6 booster boxes. Yeah. 2,000 packs is that is insane. So what I always tell those people is, look, since you're already going to spend the money, buy a case immediately, because it's going to be less than $2,000 for the case, and you're going to get 3 SIRs usually on average. So that's what I'm going to say. Booster boxes are your best chance at pulling an SIR. They're not guaranteed in the case. I've had a case that had 5 SIRs and a gold in the first ever Phantasmal Flames one. That was the luckiest case I ever had. It was like every booster box had a hit. We pulled the entire master set in that case. It was crazy. But some cases have 2 SIRs out of 6 boxes. So it really sways. The luckiest product, I think, overall after that, and this is good to hear, is a booster bundle. And it's the cheapest.
Yes,
it's the cheapest one. Yeah, it's the cheapest. The second, it's the cheapest option. Essentially, you're only paying for the packs. Like if you're looking at MSRP, and typically whatever market is based off of that, that's pretty much price per pack. You're not paying for like promos and jumbos and all this crap. It's packs. So I think that's probably your best bet. Now, specific sets, and this could vary with everybody, but what I've seen here in New York is for Ascended Heroes, the pin collections, the 5-pack pin collections, where we pulled, I think, 2 out of the 3 God packs from those. And like, again, I wasn't buying, I don't buy loose packs from people. And if I do, which I rarely do, but if I do, I would let people know. I always tell people that I open the packs, and a lot of times I open it up on stream, but it takes forever to open up all the plastic and all that stuff. So I tell them, like, I take a picture in the Discord, like, look, we're going to open these up tonight. And I tell them where it's coming from. These came from 2 packs of Ascended. These came from the 5, you know what I mean? So I try to keep track of it too, just to let people know like where the packs are coming from. But those were crazy. The heavy hitters from Costco with black and white, the Black Bolt packs from those were insane. I don't know. It's weird. Again, and this is just what I've experienced. Opening what I've opened, those were crazy. A lot of these bigger streamers probably don't even know where their packs come from. So even ask this question, I'm like pretty like, I know what I have and what we get.
Yeah, that's why I was curious, because I know you actually like, you know what you're opening.
But yeah, like for some reason, like, look, have we hit on every product? Absolutely. Did I pull an Evolution SIR from a 3-pack blister that someone bid on my live stream? Absolutely. A random auction, I had one, I auctioned it. But yeah. That's really, again, if you have the funds, go for the case of booster boxes. If you don't, I'd probably go booster bundles.
Yeah, so that's interesting. So I was curious because I've context over the past 2 years, I've probably opened 7 or 8 booster boxes, maybe 10. It might have been 10 because I opened some earlier on when I was still able to get like Stellar Crown and stuff for like $100 or something like that. I did open some for that I got off of TikTok shop randomly. But I've never pulled anything. I've never pulled an SIR out of one. I've never pulled a gold card out of one. I've had the worst, like this one. What was it? One of the sets I opened, I got 2 illustration rares and like so many X's and 1 full art. And that's all I got in the entire box. And I was just like, this was the worst. And obviously now looking back, I'm like, oh my gosh, I regret. But bundles.
Yeah.
I opened a lot of 151 bundles over the course of the time that I was actually able to access 151 bundles. And I pulled 11 Charizard EXs from 151.
I can't even believe it.
And 9 of them were from booster bundles. 4 of them were on the same day where I got.
That's crazy, dude.
I got a bunch of bundles from Pokemon Center and something else.
Why weren't you filming your openings? Like you know better than that.
So here's the thing. I had just started the YouTube channel, and I hadn't even started yet. I set it up, but I hadn't posted anything. This is February 2025, January 2025, like before I was really like posting anything.
Yeah.
But I was still collecting, and my buddy early, like in the summer of 2024, he got really into 151. Because he's Gen 1 head, he loves it. And he was like, oh my gosh, did you see these cards? And I was like, oh, that's right. Like things are getting cooler now. This is amazing. So we went on road trips to Dollar Generals just to buy what we like find. Like we were like hunting for them because we had to travel for like work and stuff. So we're like, hey, let's just stop by Dollar Generals and see. But this one was we got some off of Pokemon Center and then something else. I got like a bunch of bundles in, and I think I opened 15 bundles that day. And I want to think of how much that money would be worth. I paid MSRP for them. Or maybe I think I paid like $30 a piece for them. That were not like someone Pokemon Center somewhere. I got 4 Charizards, Zapdos, Venusaur, Giovanni, and then like a bunch of like 2 or 3 of the starters. And then some other ones. I was like, it was one of those things where I just like, I would like do that thing where you just show the number. I was like, it's $199 again. I was like, you gotta be. I was like, the last one.
You would have had a viral. You were going to be viral before us all.
Because he opened 2, so he had less bundles, but he got 2 Charizards that day too. So anyway, bundles have forever been like I will now. The one God pack we got from 151 was from the Blastoise Venusaur collection thing. That was I think
the Blooming Waters.
Oh, Blooming Waters. So that was everyone had that, but we got it from Costco or Sam's or one of the two. I actually sold it to the same friend because he was into it. I was like, hey, you didn't get any of these here. Like, just pay me. Just pay what I paid for them. Here you go. And he pulled the Blastoise Demigod or whatever God pack they call him from 121. So
Demigod pack, yeah.
Those two will always have a special place, but bundles, because of that, and because I also pulled the Gardevoir from Paldea and Fates out of them.
I love it.
I just like this is how I want to open. When like,
bundles
I want to open booster bundles for everything. Was
Crown Zenith the first? Was Crown Zenith the first product that had bundles?
I think because Scarvy base didn't have bundles, right?
I don't know. I thought that all of Scarlet and Violet had it, but I remember seeing the square. I remember seeing the actual square version, the flat square ones for Crown Zenith, and those. I
remember those, and I remember those.
I don't know. I remember before that.
Obsidian Flames. I don't remember Scarvy base booster bundles.
I don't remember it either, but I'm assuming it had because Paldea Evolved had it. So yeah. I think so.
Paldea Evolved had it, but this is going to be all right. How are you? Was there? I don't think there was.
Open your booster bundles, guys. If you have booster bundles that are, but you know what? That is actually like a pretty good, affordable way to like. If someone wants to start a sealed collection, I always tell people if someone's looking to do it, booster bundles is probably the way to go. Compact.
Never mind, I'm an idiot.
So.
There was. I'm an idiot. I do think it was. I do think Ground Zenith was the first one.
Yeah. So that's a newer product. So again, they are doing some stuff to get some other things. I wonder if any, if they'll come up with something else that will be like a newer thing. But they're loving like I think the people as a whole are loving like the 3-pack options that come with the promo in it. They've always been doing like the blister, the 1-pack. So what?
Sorry, we're wrong. Lost Origin had it. Lost Origin, Silver Tempest.
Okay.
So it was those 2 sets, Zenith. And then Crown Zenith, and then we went into. So it was. I have never seen a Lost Origin or Silver Tempest.
I don't think
booster
so either.
Bundle in person. I've seen the ETBs because I got some of the ETBs from the great 2024 Black Friday Target sale.
How much were they? Like $25, something like that.
$25. Yeah. Yep. $25, man. Those were the days, and that wasn't that long ago.
No. It really
that was when I was just
like
that was when it was just like, oh, it's just cheap. And I ripped.
That was a year and a half ago.
I sold some to my buddy for basically what I paid for, and I ripped every other one, and I pulled nothing.
Damn, they don't put anything in those, guys. Don't rip those.
Don't rip those. Collect
rip your bundles. Don't rip those.
Rip your bundles, baby. Rip your bundles. Look.
Oh my god!
I don't care what it is. I don't care how. If I get the Celebrations bundles, that'll be the only product that I rip from Celebrations. Will be those bundles. I will rip.
I would hope that they would have put more
them.
packs in there, but they're not. It's going to be the 6 packs.
Anyway, we definitely got tangent territory there.
Hey, listen, that's fine. That's fine.
There wasn't that much this week. There wasn't. But yeah, real quick, what we do have for you today, we don't have. Well, here's what we don't have. We don't have a take purge today. What we do have is an artist highlight. And we're going to get into that right after this, right after this short break. No, I went to pre-release this week. I haven't been to pre-release in a while. So right quick before we jump into our artist highlight, went to Pitch Black pre-release the day after the 4th of July, which was Sunday, I guess, Sunday. And I got cooked in the tournament. I did end up winning one match. I don't know how. Okay.
But guys, here's how I messed this up, right? So I ended up getting the Miraidon deck. Now, it's a lightning, predominantly a lightning deck. And it was good. So how I tackled it was I opened up the pack. The the deck that they gave me, and then open up the packs. The packs I got an EX, a Darkrai EX, which I gave away to someone that was sitting next to me who was a huge Darkrai fan, had a nice custom Darkrai playmat and like deck box that he got off Etsy. Really, really cool. But
they're eating them.
Yeah. So then I sorted the cards. I'm like, all right, put the electric Pokemon here, the grass Pokemon here, whatever. So I'm like, okay, I'm using this lightning deck. I'll use that. So here I am, the non-Pokemon fan, the fake Pokemon fan that I am. Vikavolt is in there. Vikavolt's in there. And who evolves into Vikavolt? Is it Charjabug? No. Charjabug?
Grubbin and the Charjabug, yep.
So Grubbin is the basic. What type of Pokemon is Grubbin?
It is it's technically in the game. It's probably a grass energy one.
It is
bug
grass.
Lightning, bug electric. Yeah.
It is grass. So guess what I did? He omitted the Grubbins from the deck. So now I have Charjabug and I have Vikavolt. I have 4 of you. I can't use those. I could not use those Pokemon. So here I am. I'm like, yo, did I? I'm like, where is the basic? I'm looking. Afterwards, I look in my little deck box that I put the rest of the cards in. And there they are, sure as shit, 4 Grubbin right next to each other, which is probably how they came. And they were like, yo, use these Grubbins. No, I took them right out.
Like, he went, wait, how am I supposed to play this deck?
I'm like, wait, where the hell is my rare candy? I can't even use a rare candy because I don't even have the basic.
I don't know why that got me. I just pictured you like walking up like, all right, you know, this will be fun.
I
then just opening and be like, what's happening?
I can't
draw the basic for this.
Dude, I had all the supporters. I'm like, all right, let's search through your deck. I'm like, where? I'm like this. I'm like, where is it? What? No.
It's just the horror of just like looking over and be like, oh.
I probably could have went back in right after the first match and like changed it. I don't think anyone would have cared. It's like pre-release is not anything crazy. But my God, I was like, what a noob. This guy. So
like they're like, what is your deck? You're like, and don't worry about it.
The one guy that I played the last game, he had the same deck I did. It was only 1 out of the 3 games had the same one. And he was probably like, what are you doing? Like, why do you keep discarding these 2 Pokemon? Here they are right here. They're all right here because I had the deck. Here they are right here.
Get them graded now.
I did. So out of the 7 packs, I pulled the Darkrai EX and I did pull an illustration rare. My last pack, I pulled the Fomantis illustration.
Oh, I love that card.
It is a beautiful card. Very, very nice card.
7, baby. 7.
Nobody pulled, what did you say? What?
It's Gen 7.
Oh, Gen 7.
It's my generation.
I thought you said 6, 7 and I was going to.
Never.
No. Yeah. So nobody at my pre-release pulled the Darkrai's. I don't think anyone pulled any SIRs actually from those. So
shoot.
Yeah, that was interesting. But I had a good time. I so wish I had more time to play the game. I really freaking have such a fun time. But every time I do it, it's like at these things. And if I don't go to the next one, it's going to be 4 months until I go to the next one. And I kind of forget some of like the basic rules. Like, what, like, do I do my prize card pack first, or do I do the, you know what I mean? It's just like so many things that I will forget if I don't play it, but I had a good time. So I just wanted to let you guys know. If anyone went to pre-release, drop it in the comments. Let us know if you pulled anything.
I wish I had. I had so much going on. I was like, there's no way I'm going to be able to make it to this, but
holiday weekend. No,
there's so much. Yeah, it was a lot going on, but yeah, it's sick, dude. I mean, it's hilarious.
Dude, I was like,
the hardest of laughing in the podcast. Just picturing you just like between I'm picturing just watching you just be like silent frustration, like what the heck, and then just
I was so confused.
Oh crap.
Yeah. That's when I noticed it. I was like, where's the basic? I thought it was in my prize, but I'm like, nope.
What are these for? How do I keep prizing all 4?
Yeah, every game. Awful. Man, so that was my experience, guys. Like I said, if you guys went to any this past weekend, which was a holiday weekend, so hope you guys had a good one. But let us know what you guys think. Pitch Black is officially coming out on the 17th, so very soon.
Next week,
next Friday. So speaking of next week, I'm going away. I'm leaving tomorrow. Today's what's today? The 8th, 9th? It's Thursday the 9th. Yep. I'm leaving tomorrow and I'll be gone for a week. I know I just screwed up our weekly recordings 2 weeks ago. Now I'm going to do it again. So next week we're trying to figure out what we're going to record. I probably shouldn't record where I'm at when I go there, but Like Kota, you did. You sucked it up and you recorded while you were away.
I did, but I specifically planned it for. I specifically told my wife and family, like, "Hey, you guys should go somewhere that Thursday evening."
We're going to be in Aruba, so I don't know how the Wi-Fi is over there. Either, so.
If we're not filming while he's in Aruba. I just want to point this out. I'm not gonna answer the call because this man's in Aruba and should just do it. But all that to say, it might be a little delayed next week.
Yes,
it's the summer. It's the downtime. Things are slow. Once 30th hits, we're gonna be 30th between 30th and Delta Rain, all this stuff. We'll be hitting every week.
Oh yeah,
we've got plans. Like I've got a trip coming up in August that I'll be going. We'll be missing a week for that. So bear with us during the summer. We'll be back. We'll be firmly into it. It's all good. It's all good.
I forgot who commented last week. They were like, we've had some podcasts that went on breaks and then never came back. We're coming back. All right.
We have no desire to
don't worry about that.
We don't have any incentive to do this in the first place other than fun. So as long as it's fun, we're gonna keep doing it.
That's right. That's exactly right. All right, we're going to do our second ever artist highlight. So let's go into that. Hopefully this is screen sharing right. And there you go. It is Akira Egawa. Now, let me tell you, this is a lot on one page. We're not going to go through these cards. We will go through some of the other ones because these are just the basic cards. Akira Egawa has been doing art for Pokemon for quite some time. And I want to say it was Fates Collide was the first set. But on the
Unified
screen,
Minds, actually.
Unified Minds. That's it. Yes. Thank you. I think Akira Egawa is my favorite artist. I think just the art style, the Pokemon that she draws, amazing. And you can actually see like her art style in these cards. A lot of times, even just the basics that, you'll notice that it's her. So this is just the cover sheet of everything. If anyone wants this, you can message us, we can send it to you, but you can easily find this online if you want to do a master set. A lot of people are doing this, doing that to, collect in a specific way. So that is the basic cards, but she has done some of the biggest cards that we have come to know. And I'm going to just showcase some of the cards from Sword and Shield era over here. We've got the Pikachu VMAX. So that was a big card, obviously, that came out with Vivid Voltage. But you look at all these Pokemon and they're pretty popular Pokemon. Almost every single one of the cards that she's drawn is like, I think, popular Pokemon. And the art you're going to recognize. Celebi, Lucario, Tapu Koko, Blaziken. You got obviously the Rainbow Rares versions of it in Sword and Shield. Umbreon VMAX, Mew VMAX alternate art from Fusion Strike, Chandelure. And then also into the trainer galleries for, I think this Zekrom is from Brilliant Stars. So even if can I pinch into here? Maybe. Let's see. So, some of the, you can actually see her art style. It's a lot of like lines and like almost like cities, a lot of cities in the background you'll notice, but like you can kind of see it here. And the Pokemon is always I feel like they're always doing something. Like they're always in like their action form. They're not just sitting around doing nothing. This Mew is just something else. I should probably pick this up if I can. I freaking love it.
I did not know the Gardevoir with what's her name from Gen 6? I can't remember her name. Yeah, she's a champion from Kalos, but I cannot remember her name off the top of my head. But I think it's her. But I did not know that was Akira Egawa.
Sorry. Yeah.
Dude, I didn't know that was her. That's really cool.
There's so many that I didn't realize.
Before we get to the gold cards, and she did my favorite common card that has ever existed. If you jump back to that, let me see. I can't quite see it, but the third from the top on the very right side. This Phantom is truly one of my favorites because it is unnecessarily epic for a common Phantom. It looks like Phantom is just like he looks like a villain in an anime in the last battle episodes where it's just like he's just ascending and all of his power just coming out. And this is a Phantom. This is a tiny little ghost grass Pokemon. But this card, every time I've ever opened it, every time I've ever seen it, I'm just like, this is my favorite common card because it's just like, this is Phantom, who's just this little silly ghost. And it just looks just insane for no reason.
No, like, and you can see like the art style. You see this Graveler is just like fully in motion, like just breaking stuff, and then like you can see like the move set, all the stuff flying around. Same thing with the Lurantis, the Fion. I mean, like you can just go through and you can see there's like always like motion. You can see look all these things have like a motion in them. Like you can see it. Like she makes a good job at making it come to life in that aspect.
Yeah,
and you'll see the more so with the full arts.
Yeah, there's a skill in being able to do something like these epic ones. This Mewtwo from 151, the coolest rare in the pack cool. And the set. You know, there's something really, really skillful about being able to do these epic poses and epic Pokemon. And then you go to the next page and you see the very elegant look of the Gardevoir, or honestly the Zekrom is a very like it's more of like a free like exploratory vibe, is not an action vibe. It's a really impressive talent to be able to jump between the two things and still bring your style into it.
And like I didn't know that. Now that's N, right? Because I didn't know N Zekrom is obviously a thing for Ascended Heroes. The promo is there. But when I was opening this up, I didn't even bother to look up who that was, right? I'm like, all right, I'm master setting up Brilliant Stars. I need this card. Zekrom, don't even know what Zekrom is. But now, as I'm staying into this, I'm really learning so much stuff. And it makes me appreciate the card so much more when you learn those things. But these are like, these are trainer galleries. So this was like pretty much the illustration rares that we know now, essentially, and the SIRs as well. But yes, before we go into those big cards, she also did these. And this Mewtwo actually has a similar style to that Mewtwo from the 151. Like you can see, but you know, you might be able to put these together. You see how there's a city in the background here? It's the same thing with one of the cards we'll get to, which I believe is the Mega Latias, but also did this, the V Union box. I don't know if this is the Celebrations. I think this was Celebrations, right? I believe it was. So both of these cards are actually 4 regular size Pokemon cards that go together and they make this giant art. So she did both of those. And then here is ending the Sword and Shield era. Pokemon hired her to do all 4 of the legendary, mythical, whatever these are, Pokemon in this set, especially with Origin Form Palkia and Origin Form Dialga, Giratina, and the Arceus V-Star. All of these are V-Star actually. So we ended Sword and Shield era with her artwork as like the staple of the set. Granted, Crown Zenith is just a behemoth in its own right, and everything about it is amazing. These cards are really, really cool. And there's something really cool that I don't know if it's right or whatever. We'll get to the card that I think people are saying goes with the Giratina. I probably should have put it together, but we'll get to that in a second. Which one do you like out of these 4 gold cards? Which one's your favorite?
It's Giratina. It's Arceus and Giratina are the two that I end up leaning towards.
I was going to say Arceus, yeah, as well. I like this one.
Those two are so close for me. I just like Giratina more as a Pokemon, so that's where it ended up going. You know,
yeah.
But again, these are all. I don't love the. I understand they all go together, and that's why the Palkia and Dialga are on the like kind of like off center on the cards. But for me, as a standalone card, it's not my favorite. But as a set, they're incredible, and the Giratina and Arceus are, I mean, just so cool, especially in person. They just the texture and the line work is just so good.
Yeah, she knocked this out of the park, man. Just amazing work. And then here are just the highlights of this is all the cards that she did in all the bigger cards, illustration rares, and the special illustration rares from Scarlet and Violet. Now this Dondozo, again, I was going through this to pull this up. There's Tatsugiri in here. I mean, I'm like, yo, this is kind of crazy. This is why this card is going pretty hard right now. And it's because of the artist for sure. Your Chi-Yu, I love how this like the light is coming in on this. Just really amazing.
I adore this card.
So good. That's from Paldea Evolve. That's an SIR. So far the first 3 she did what was that? Illustrations so far for the first 3 sets. Here's the Charizard. I think it's pretty controversial as far as like favorite Charizards. I love the artwork on here. It looks like a sketch, guys. I think she did a great job on this, but a lot of people don't like it, and that's okay. Art is subjective in that aspect. So Espathra.
I will say before we jump to Espathra, I think the key to the Charizard, because I don't love I like the shiny Charizard a little bit more from Paladin Fates, but I think this is the best way to really give texture. This is the best version of texture with the Terrastal thing that we saw.
I see.
So yes, it may not be everybody's favorite, but I think if you wanted to see what card represents the Terrastal era in the TCG for me, it's always going to be the Charizard and the shiny Charizard from Paladin Fates, because it decided to not just make it a crown and then a Pokemon. It said, what if we just try to like embody Terrastalization?
Yeah, because like when I'm playing the game now, I'm very late to it, but like the whole Pokemon is like shining. It's like, and this you're 100% right. You're 100% right. It definitely gives that vibe, and we'll get to the Paladin Fates one because she did both of them. They again, like you're not going to get many artists that will get these types of shots, and she's knocking them out of the park. Espathra was in Paradox Rift, and so was Tulip. So did a trainer illustration rare and a special illustration rare trainer. Even with the Tulip, like you can see her art styles really coming through. So this is something that you don't really see a lot of the trainer stuff, but again, I think it's pretty cool. I mean, Tulip's not anyone that I would really care for, but yeah. And then here's the Paladin Fates Charizard, very similar art style, obviously, than to the Obsidian Flames one. But yeah, to Kota's point, that terrestrialize, that crystallize, almost like you can see the breaking glass or whatever it is that they make that effect. I had no idea that she did Okie Doggy. And when I was looking through this, I was like, wow, that makes sense. But again, Okie Doggy in motion, just like breaking through stuff, whatever they're doing. Yeah. What is this like pink thing? Do you know what this is? It's on like all those Shroud of Fable
all
stuff.
three of them have it. It's from Pecharunt or Pecharunt. I think it's Pecharunt technically because it's a Pechaberry. From the DLC, where Pecharunt is the one that's kind of like controlling them in a way, and that's like it's chain something. It's like basically a poison chain that controls them or like motivates them or enrages. I don't remember exactly how it works, but it's from that essentially. It's why all three of them have it.
Now that you said DLC, side note, tangent of the day. Teal Mask, all the Ogerpons, is that a DLC? Oh, so if I don't buy it, I'm never going to get it in the game?
Okay.
I
don't think so.
I don't know.
There's two different, there's that. I will say the DLCs were, because I think the DLC is just one thing. It's not like two different, you don't have to buy two different DLCs, I don't think, for that.
Okay.
But the Blueberry Academy, whatever that part of the DLC is called, is worth it if you're someone that likes just trying to catch as many different types of Pokemon as you want, just because it brings in a whole lot of Pokemon that weren't in the original games.
Yeah.
But the story for that side of things has always been very underwhelming to me. I never really cared about the DLC storyline, much like the DLC in Legends Arceus. Or no, sorry, Legends ZA was also very boring to me. So
you don't have to do it if you don't want to.
No, you don't have to. No, absolutely not. You don't have to buy the DLC at all if you don't want to. It's just you won't. Right, honestly, if you're someone that's just playing, if you're just playing it now, you're probably not missing out on much.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like,
Same with the Legends ZA. Like, if you haven't already bought it, I would. Unless you like shiny hunting like I do, it's not really worth it.
Yeah. All right. I was asking people on the live and they didn't know, so I'm like, let me ask Kota. And I remembered when you said that. Hydreigon looks really, really cool as well. Super like galactical looking. It's like, so
this one is probably my least favorite of hers, only because it's so dark that I never pulled this card, so seeing like pictures and videos of it, I could never quite tell what was happening. It's like, I think it's like you can kind of make it out, but it's a little too much. There's not enough contrast to really kind of make anything pop. And obviously her style doesn't involve a ton of contrast, but this one, it just for me never worked because of how dark it is. Like the Volcarona Okie Dokie, they don't have a ton of contrast, but they work better for me than this one did for some reason.
The Volcarona is sick. Like
it's
this one's from Black. So Hydreigon's from Surging Sparks. Volcarona's from Black Bolt. Yeah. So nice. This is actually like almost like I wouldn't tell if this was hers, but yeah, it looks sick. And And my favorite card in Destined Rivals, Team Rocket's Moltres, which is unreal. I think that this card, when I saw this, I'm like, that's Akira Egawa right there. And this is the power of her artistry. You can see, again, the city in the background. Like I'm always saying, there's always like some type of, you see these like little swooshes, like the motion of the Moltres flying in, but just taking over the card with the artwork, the fire, the flames. It's just like amazing. I love it.
Yeah.
I absolutely love this card. And then we got our last slide here for Akira Egawa, which is the Mega Era. So also did Mega Latios, which I was telling you, again, the swooshes, you can see Latios flying, you can see them all around, but here's this, if you zoom into the back here, there's like a full city. It's a little blurry, but you can see like it's almost like you're looking out of a plane window and like you see the lights from like a city. I love it.
Yeah.
Halucha, this is from Ascended Heroes. So I think that's a new Mega, right? I think Mega Halucha is a new one.
It is.
And then I couldn't find the good copies of the English ones, but the last two, which is obviously the Mega Darkrai EX from the upcoming Abyssai and the upcoming Pitch Black. And then Kota and I were actually talking about this Mega Gallade looks freaking stunning. And
I'm
Kota
so
was
sad this is a promo.
Yeah, Kota was like, where's that from? And what did we find when we looked that up? That was like,
I thought this was going to be from Storm Emeralda. And I was like, oh my gosh, there's two sick cards in there because I know that regular Rayquaza is going to be sick and this card looks amazing. And then you said it was a promo and we looked it up. And fun fact, this is a promo that's going to be sign up only and only 2,000 people get it.
So that's going to be a crazy.
So look forward to that being a $2,000 card or something.
Some crazy aftermarket pricing. But listen, I was going through this, and guys, I really hope that you enjoyed that artist highlight. Let us know which is your favorite cards. Like Kota said, we went back and looked at the basic. If there's a basic card, like a non-full art, let us know what it is. Which one's your favorite illustration? Rare, SIR. I truly am going to say, like, I think Akira Egawa was my favorite artist. Based on everything that I've seen, I've been in Pokemon since the end of Sword and Shield, but like everything that I've seen so far and in the past, you look at it, you know those cards. Like even if you weren't ripping, you know that Umbreon VMAX, you know that Mew VMAX alternate art, you know the cards. So truly amazing artist, and we're very lucky to have her. I don't know if this artist, if she's doing something like some type of local thing. I feel like I saw one of the artists. I don't remember if it was her or not, but shout out to you, Akira, if you're listening. Thank you so much for being a legend. If you're listening.
Oh, I'd be so cool she was.
Right? Imagine just drops a comment.
Two stupid Americans talking about Pokemon.
Hey, listen, we're showcasing
one didn't put a Charge-a-Bug in his or Grubbin in his deck for the TCG, so we really know what we're talking about.
Damn.
I'm sorry. It's just so funny.
Oh my god.
The problem is it's like the thing doing that's funny. Like that's kind of seeing your face as you're realizing what's happening is even funnier.
You should have seen. I was like,
that's the funniest part. I can just picture just like the oh no. Like, what's happening?
I was like, what did you do?
So good.
All right, guys, listen, we're heading into the home stretch. So I think right now is a good time. We've got a few things we're going to talk about, which we are going to get into our Pokemon team, which Kota's going to kick us off with. That was one of the comments that I came unprepared last pod, so blame me. But we're going to give this away. I don't know. How long should we run that giveaway for? A month? I don't know if more people come. If someone comes across the video in a couple of weeks, should we allow them to enter? I think so.
We could. We got just do a month. We got a month until my trip. So let's just do a month. Get a month.
All right.
So let's do that. Even better, on episode 30.
Episode 30.
To celebrate the 30th anniversary, we will announce the winner.
Let's go. I like it. All right. Perfect. So what are we going to do? What do they have to do, Kota? Do we know?
So I think for sure, this is not a requirement. I'm just going to say this. You should follow us. Subscribe on YouTube. Follow us on Spotify. Thank you guys for getting us to wherever we are. I haven't checked in a while, but I know it's higher, so I appreciate it. Definitely gonna be leaving comments. We'll be drawing from both YouTube and Spotify. So if you are a Spotify only listener, You can just comment on Spotify. If you're a YouTube only watcher, you can comment on YouTube. Only one comment per person.
And what's it going to be? Should we have them drop their favorite Pikachu, or?
I think what we should do is first we have to have an emoji because everything always has an emoji. So I think we just need let's do a soccer ball emoji because we got the World Cup going on right now.
I like
so we'll
it.
Just make that. I'm trying to make it as like complicated but simple as I can for people that are like just trying to scrub through and find it. So I want to mess them a little bit.
Yep.
So we get that, and then I think I want to hear what is the reason you got into Pokemon?
I love it.
Now, and it could be like you got into the games, you got into the TCG. A lot of people listening are going to be in TCG, but for me, like obviously, I started with the game when I was very young. So what got you into it? Here, two-part. What got you into it, and what keeps you going?
I love that.
I want to hear that,
guys. And also, you can clearly tell that we definitely don't prepare for things like this. So that just means that we really are just giving you what we feel all the time. We're giving this away, guys.
Yeah.
Episode 30. Do what Kota said. What got you into Pokemon and what keeps you going? I love that, dude. That's amazing. Hopefully we get some really good answers. Hopefully people made it. Where were we at? Like now a little over an hour.
This is
not too bad.
We're early into this.
Not too bad. Not too bad.
All right. So 2.5 hours long.
Do we want to go into the Pokemon team?
Yeah. So let's jump into the Pokemon teams. This was a comment from, I cannot pronounce his name or their name. It's Rhyme. I'm not gonna try. They said to call them AJ or RJ. Sorry, RJ. They said to call him RJ.
That's right.
They said just for your guys' sake, everyone calls me RJ. So we're good because I almost embarrassed myself trying to pronounce it last week. So the context was you are allowed basically make your team of 6, and the rules were, we have a lot of comments that we'll go into because people did comment their teams, which I love. You can pick one starter from any generation, one legendary or mythical, one Pokemon from each gimmick. So like Mega Evolution, VMAX, Z moves, which Z moves is not, I guess, technically one. So Mega Evolution, VMAX, and not Terrestrial. Mega Evolution and VMAX are really the only 2 from the games right now.
What about like EX?
Well, we're not talking about cards. We're talking about the actual Pokemon teams.
Got you.
And then one shiny. And you can combine them. So it can be a shiny Mega or something. But those are the most you can have of those. And then everything else can just be regular Pokemon. So we'll go, once we get into the comments, we will go through the teams that other people said. For me, I just chose my favorites. I did not really go into like really strategizing. I really wanted to. I was like, what's like my team that I would go into, like whatever. But it's a shiny Rowlet because again, it is my favorite Pokemon and my favorite color. I don't know if it's gonna show up really well on. There we go. So it's gonna be shiny Rowlet. Absolutely. No, I'm not evolving him. I like Decidueye enough, but Rowlet is my precious little baby, and I will not evolve him, and I will not have any questions about it. So that's my shiny. That's the first member of the team. Legendary mythical. I'm going to pick Jirachi. Why? Because I just really love Jirachi. I don't know what it is about Jirachi. I did play a lot of Gen 4. Gen 4 is when I kind of got back into the games after not playing much of Gen 3 and like only playing a bit of Gen 2. And then I went back and played those games a ton. But Jirachi, I just fell in love with for some reason. I just thought it was a really cool Pokemon. It's like the Wish Pokemon. It's got like, it's just, it just is a cool Pokemon. It's a cool concept. It's my favorite mythical. It's one of my 2 favorite mythicals. The other one would have been Keldeo because I ran that deck when I was in college, and I love Keldeo because of that specific deck, and that's pretty much the only reason. And the Crown Zenith card is also one of my favorite cards from that set.
So good.
Good. So those 2. VMAX, I'm picking the Gigantamax Inteleon because I just think it's cool that Pokemon said, what if we just made a Pokemon that Gigantamax into a literal sniper? just have you ever seen it?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, so there is a card.
I'll say what set is it?
Let me pull it up. Ooh, it's Sword and Shield. I don't remember.
What is it? Inteleon? You said Inteleon?
Inteleon.
VMAX?
VMAX.
Oh, I think I did. It's Fusion Strike?
It's like his Gigantamax is a sniper's nest with him on top of it with his finger becoming a gun.
Yeah, I see it. Like shooting water out.
Yeah. And his ability is double gunner, right? So like
that's cool.
I just think it's crazy that they did that. So I was like, well, I wasn't a big fan of the Gigantamax theme or the VMAXing or the Dynamax or whatever it was called. So I just like, I have to go with this. This is incredible. And then Mega, I'm going to pick Mega Scizor because Scizor is my second favorite Pokemon. It was my favorite Pokemon until Rowlet came out, and then it kind of got booted. But I still love running Mega Scizor. When I was doing competitive stuff back in 2015, 16, I ran a lot of Mega Scizor teams when I would do draft leagues and stuff. So that's 3, right? 1, 2, that's 4. That's 4. I got Rowlet, Jirachi, Gigantamax and Teleon. Mega Scizor, and then so the other 2 were just going to be regular old Pokemon. Gengar. I know it's super basic. I really love Gengar. It doesn't. I don't know why, because it's not like it's not because other people like it. It's which is the most hipster thing I've ever said in my life. I'm sorry. I regretted it as soon as it came out of my mouth. But I just really like a lot of the cards from it. I've really liked a lot of the cards. They're really cool. And also it's really fun to run in Gen 1 when, crits were based on speed. That and Alakazam basically outsped everything and just would crit constantly and piss people off. And it was really funny to me. And like I was just able to zip through the game when I would try to speed run what I thought was speed running, which was just playing the game through as fast as I could, not the whole glitch speed running where you can do it in like an hour or whatever.
Yeah.
So let's see. There's one left. This is the one I struggle with. I'm looking around my room like,
which one?
What would I pick? Because I like a lot of mythicals. Like Celebi would also be one. If I had 2 slots, it would be Celebi. I really like Celebi. No, because I'm trying to follow the rules. Eevee. I'm basic. Yeah. It's specifically Sylveon. I'm just going to go with Sylveon. I love Eevee. But I don't want to be the most basic human on Earth. So I'm going to say Sylveon because Sylveon is my favorite evolution and I really like it. And it's got some of the coolest cards. It's got it's really good competitively, and its shiny is blue and pink, which are 2 of my favorite colors. So
yeah,
as you can see, like it kind of fits this whole aesthetic I've got going behind me. So I'm gonna see that's my team.
Got me. No.
So we got shiny Rowlet, Jirachi, Mega Scizor, Gigantamax, and Teleon. I already forgot what it is. Gengar and Sylveon. That was with keeping with exactly the rules he laid out. If it wasn't for the rules, I probably would have done something different, but I wanted to follow as closely as I could with the specific stuff that RJ said, because I like that. I like the thought experiment. I like trying to figure out, because otherwise it would just be like Mega Scizor, Mega Alakazam, because I think it's funny how many spoons he has, and like Celebi and Dialga and all these stuff. But I was like, I'm going to stick with the rules. I'm just going to roll with it.
Yeah. I love it. I think this question is so cool. It got me thinking. And again, thank you for giving us an extra week to come up with this, to do it proper. I did something similar where I chose some of my favorites, but I also chose some of my family's favorites. So, starter, I went with Charmander because that's the only right answer. There's only
third best in its own generation. Go on.
Damn. So Charmander, I picked when I played the game on Game Boy back in the 90s. Gosh, dating myself, in the 1900s. I selected Charmander. I don't know why, and then that's where my favorite Pokemon Charizard was birthed. Right. So my favorite starter, I'm going to go with Charmander. And I've selected every fire Pokemon ever since then when I started playing the game. So Cyndaquil, and I only played 3 games. So Cyndaquil, and then I did Fuecoco in Scarlet. So yeah, now he's an almighty Skeledirge already. Look at this guy. He grew up so
Torch
fast.
Song, baby.
He grew up so fast. So Charmander is my starter. Mm-hmm. My legendary is, of course, Zapdos. That is my favorite Pokemon outside of Charizard. So Zapdos is my favorite legendary. So we're going to go with Zapdos for that. And then I went into my kids' cards. So my daughter loves Eevee. So I chose a shiny Eevee, and I also loved shiny Eevee in Pokemon Go. I think it's such a great, obviously it was one of the Pokemon that I remember keeping so many of that I had in my like bag or whatever they call it. So because like obviously that's the way you can evolve and get the shiny evolutions from it. So I probably have, if I open up Pokemon Go right now, I probably have so many in there, but I remember catching so many and wanting them to keep them.
I have the playmat I use for my keyboard and everything is actually the shiny Eevee from Pokemon Go 1.
I knew exactly where you were going. Yep.
I love it. I love it.
It's my work.
I love this one. Yeah, exactly. It's just so good.
So Charizard, Zapdos, shiny Eevee. And then I went with my son who loves, his name is Luca. So we're collecting all the Lucario cards. So I went with a Mega Lucario for for my fourth pick. And then my nephew, who I'm going to have a little more, I think I'm going to have like 7, but my nephew loves Gengar. So I went with just the basic Gengar as well. And this is where I was going with you. I also chose Sylveon because I love Sylveon as well. Kota took all my
We
shit.
did not talk about this before, as you can tell.
I also went with Sylveon. Dude, honestly, even opening up some of this new product and opening up everything that has Sylveon in it, I've fallen in love with Sylveon. I love it. I had a Sylveon little tin when I brought to my pre-release, even with that. So Sylveon, and then my brother, he likes Pikachu, my brother. So I went with Pikachu VMAX, and specifically the one that's from, I believe it's Lost Origin. Yeah.
Oh, with red in front of him.
Oh yeah, it's so good. That card is so freaking good. I absolutely I loved it's in the trainer gallery, guys. It's trainer gallery 17. But that card really made me love Pikachu VMAX, and I otherwise wouldn't have loved the Chunkachu like that. But yeah. So I got my favorites. I got my brother's favorite, my kid's favorite, and my nephew's favorite. Those are all the people in my family, at least, that like Pokemon. So that's my set. That's my starters. That's my team, rather.
Nice.
Yeah. So if you guys haven't dropped your team, drop it. We appreciate it. We're going to get into the people that did drop theirs in the comment section. But yeah, drop your comment, guys. Let us know. That's awesome. Such a good question. Really.
It was. I love that one.
You know what? I might, maybe we'll make a little fan art of our favorites on something. We'll figure it out. I'll figure something out.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's jump into comments. Is that anything else going on?
Did you pick up anything this week?
I did. So this is going to be really random. But for those who don't watch Pokemon...
excuse me. I'm sorry to interrupt you. Sir, what shirt are you wearing right now?
Oh, yeah. I mean, we got the Glory of Team Rocket shirt.
That's a Stop Savage Rips. Yo, that is like an OG. I was making t-shirts last year. That is the Glory of Team Rocket tee that Kota is wearing. Yes, sir. There you go.
It fits much better now because I've lost a little bit of weight, so we really love it now.
Get it, boy.
Yeah, boy. So for those of you who don't watch and haven't been watching for the last 15 years, Pokemon game content like Nuzlockes and playthroughs and that kind of thing. There's a YouTuber that was named he still does something. A-Drive that was a big shiny hunter. The reason I got into shiny hunting was because of A-Drive. He would do these massive marathons whenever a new game would come out. So like Gen 7, I remember playing through all the games, watching. He did like a 151 hour straight live stream between. It was him and a couple other guys that would cycle through basically, or something. It might have been 251 hours. It was something ridiculous. But they just had shifts, and it was a bunch of guys that I really enjoyed. So I remember watching that while I was playing through, because it started on the release day and playing through the TCG. I'm sorry, the games and shiny hunting and stuff. It was so much fun. But he, along with my favorite YouTuber of all time, Shady Penguin, who's another game based one that I've been watching since high school. So I think 15 or 16 years. His mascot's Delibird, which is so funny. The shadiest of penguins is not a shady penguin at all. Anyway, so A-Drive made a TCG called Elestrals, right? It's another TCG, really cool. It's got like shiny. It's got like, I can't remember what he calls them, but it's got shinies basically. Let me see if it has it on the pack.
I've heard of the set. I've never seen what it even looks like though.
Yeah, so he and Shady Penguin are building a game for it, like a Pokemon-esque RPG.
Wow.
Monster catcher, shiny. It's got a lot of it's 2D. It's really, really cool art. And they had I don't know, it's technically a Kickstarter or like basically a whole backing thing. And you could get these founders packs of, there we go this way, from the TCG that were exclusive to people that backed at a certain level on the game. So when I went to back it, because I was going to back it anyway, because I wanted, basically they were trying to get enough backers to release it on Switch, which is what I play. I don't play a lot of Steam.
Wow.
And thankfully we did get there. But I was like, well, I'm going to pick up one of these founders packs. And then I saw that they had the shiny versions of them as well. If you like got a little more. So I was like, you know what? Screw it. So those just came today.
Nice.
Those are super cool. I kind of forgot about them. And then I got like this thing that was like, oh, there's a package in your mailbox. I was like, from what?
What
I was like, did I order something? And I was like, I asked my wife, did you order something? I was like, she was like, no. What did you get? I was like, I don't know. But yeah, so this is really cool. I'm really excited. If you guys haven't seen anything from Elestrals, it's a pretty cheap game to get into right now. I haven't played much of it, but it's really cool. And the people that are running it, the people that are running it are really cool people. I mean, I've been following them for almost half my life, which makes all of us old in this case. But yeah, so that was my pickup. I kind of forgot about, and then it came in the mail today. I was like, all right.
You just reminded me about something. Inadvertently, I went to Distro to see if they had Elestrals, but then I saw like WWE or like some wrestling stuff. If there's any wrestling fans, I know there's someone that has WWE deleted my socials. That's like their handle. One of the people. Yeah. If there are any wrestling fans, my buddy actually was moving, and he's like, "Do you know anyone that would want like old WWF wrestling cards? Are they interested in buying them?" I'm like, "I don't know. I'll ask," but I figured I'd throw that out there if anyone out there would be interested.
Funny. I know very little about wrestling, other than like my dad used to watch it, so I remember little bits and pieces. And then like I don't remember what it was, but when my wife and I were dating, she was like, we saw something at wrestling. I was like, I don't really know much wrestling. She was like, I don't know either, but I know I went to school with like some wrestler's daughter that was really famous. And I was like, who? And it was Roddy Piper, I think, which I had no clue who that was. And I talked to my dad, she was like, what? That's so cool. I was like, is it? Okay, cool.
I thought you were going to say like Stephanie McMahon or something. I'm like, whoa.
No, like this is the extent of which I know anything about wrestling. I was like, oh yeah, someone, I think it was Rod. Piper. Oh, is that it? Okay. I was Rod. Yeah. I was like Rodney something. You're like Roddy Piper. I was like, yeah, I think that's it.
You got it.
That's all I know. And like Dwayne Johnson was a wrestler.
I know those two wrestlers.
Yeah, and like Undertaker.
Yeah, Undertaker.
One.
Absolutely.
The Undertaker.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Legend.
And then there was the one. I should shut up now. I'm gonna stop now. I don't know much about it. No, I was thinking about the one with the luchador. Oh,
Rey Mysterio Jr.? Come on.
Yeah, there you go.
Fire. So good. Dude, honestly, yeah. I loved wrestling growing up. It was like one of my first live events that I went to. So WWF, back when it was WWF, not WWE.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I did check. There is Elestrals on Distro. It looks like there's a Divine Champions Snow Shade booster box that's coming out in October.
I don't know much about it. If they hadn't come out with a game, I would have probably like very loosely followed the TCG just because you can pull shinies. And I think that's cool.
Yeah. I like that he incorporated that because that's how they made it.
Yeah.
The shiny hunting.
Yeah. And once they announced the game, I was like, well, I got to get some of it now. I don't know that I'll open these.
Yeah. Cause those look like those are probably like first edition.
They're like stuff. They're founders promos. So they're like, yeah, they're not like first edition, but they're like hyper exclusive to people that backed at a certain level. So, if Elestrals ever pops off, it might be worth something. But for now, I just really like having
That's me with this. So. That's me with this V Friends, the super stickers. I don't know. It's like I think this came in a PSA. It's like Gary V's like TCG that he's been working on. Gary V now.
I know who Gary V is. I don't know what.
Yeah, you never heard of V Friends? Yeah, it's kind of like a Pokemon type thing, but like,
I have or not.
Yeah, I don't know. Everyone's doing
That's funny. My blind spots are ever expansive.
One pickup I did this week, and I did it in a trade. Shout out to Castralis on the Savage community. He did a trade. He needed some cards. One of them was the Mega Greninja that I traded like the week before, and a couple of others. But I traded into this because I'm doing a master set of Ascended Heroes for some reason. And I picked up Team Rocket's Mewtwo. So yeah,
the better Mewtwo.
The better Mewtwo. I love the Destin Rivals one more still, but I needed this one for the master set. So it is now in my possession, and I will be putting that in the binder as the third SIR that I have. I have Enzorark, the Surfer, and that one. So
I love the Surfer.
Yeah, Surfer's the only one I pulled. The other, I think I traded into the other one.
How much is the Surfer right now? Is it going to make me really sad?
Probably $30 or $20.
That doesn't make me sad. That makes me a lot less sad if that's the case. Because I mean, like, I have my whole beach theme thing. I need.
Oh yeah, you need the Surfer.
I need the Surfer.
100%.
Oh wow, my internet crashed. Cool. Can you still hear me?
I can.
Okay, so maybe just TCG player crashed. I wasn't typing. I just got this weird squid thing they have on their page when things break. Oh Lord, TCG player, get your crap together.
Oh, I had that too actually earlier. That's right. Yeah, weird.
That's funny. All right, are we ready to get into comments?
Let's do it. Let's boogie.
Oh, there's a surfing Stitch that's $250 from freaking.
Oh gosh, Lorcana.
Lorcana is so funny.
Lorcana.
I understand so little of it that when I see stuff like that, I just go.
They just introduced like I forgot what the rarity is called, but that's why that Buzz Lightyear is like $4,000 and it's going crazy right now.
It's only $8.
No, you're lying. It's not. No. It's not. Oh, you're looking at Japanese? What's $8?
Surfer. Yeah, the Japanese Surfer.
Oh, the Japanese one. Okay. Got it.
Yeah, I'm picking one up right now.
In English, I thought
Get that in my cart. No. I'm collecting Japanese stuff anyway.
That's right.
Again,
that's right.
Like I've slowly convinced people to say in the comments. That's what I should have said. I should have said, if you made it this far in the video, in the podcast, we already had the soccer ball, right? I want you to just type "buy Japanese," just to make me happy, just to validate me because I'm such a Japanese fan. That's our second thing.
Yeah.
Oh baby. All right. Comments. We had some good comments this week. We always have good comments, but this week I really felt like we kind of popped off with some quality comments. So the first one we have is from RJ, actually. RJ, who did the whole team question. Why are you doing this to me? Okay, we go. He said he left the worm, which I forgot is what we said because you hate Orthworm so much. We left the worm. In the comment, he said, "Can't wait for your guys' response to the question next week. And just for everyone's sake, call me RJ," which I will now do because I cannot possibly try to pronounce your username. He said, "My team would be," and I'm going to cheat a bit, Battlebond Infernape, which Battlebond Greninja exists in the anime and in the video game.
What is that?
It's a special Greninja with a special ability that allows him to basically like have a weird bond thing with the trainer where it's not fusion, but it is like this like oneness that happens with the trainer. I don't understand it from the anime because I didn't see it, but I do understand it from the video game. If you guys play Pokerogue, I use Battlebond Greninja constantly. For those who like roguelikes and Pokemon, it's a very fun game if you haven't already. So Battlebond Infernape, which doesn't exist, but the concept exists, which I see where he's going with that. Shiny Ditto, which I think is very interesting. If I had a real life team, I think I would because it'd be very useful to like.
That's a blue Ditto,
mess with people. It is a blue Ditto, but also Ditto can transform into things, and I think it'd be very funny to mess with people. Yeah. Especially since we know the eyes always look Ditto-eyed, so I think it'd be very, very funny in real life. But I do like that. Shiny Ditto is really cool. Mimikyu, again, love Mimikyu. It's my favorite Pikachu clone is Mimikyu.
Not the Denny?
Shuckle. It's not. I love Dedenne so much. Dedenne is a special place in my heart for being the plush that I've had for 17 years. It's about going a road trip with me. But the Pokemon is like itself in the games and stuff. I've never been like, oh wow, it's amazing. It's like, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's just specifically that plush that's on my bookcase that I care about more than the actual Pokemon. Because again, it's the thing I've had. It's the thing that I currently have that I've had the longest in my life.
I love that.
Which sounds sad or good. I don't know, but that sounded weird. Anyway, we're gonna move on from that. It sounded like so much in my life. It sounded way more dramatic than I meant it to be. Shuckle, which is really interesting. Shuckle's not a Pokemon you hear a lot of people like, oh yeah, I want that on my team. Aegislash, which I love Aegislash, and Mega Darkrai, which I was very surprised. Other than I guess if you're a TCG pilled person, I said pilled. I'm so sorry. My sister says it constantly, and she says it so often that I started accidentally saying it. I'm so sorry for my Gen Z slang or Gen Alpha slang. I'm so sorry. I am a millennial. I am old. I'm very sorry for my sins. I said, what did I say? I said TCG pilled, which is basically saying like it's like a lens you're looking through things, as far as I understand, where it's like I lean towards this.
Why have I never heard of that?
I could be wrong. I just know that's how she says it, but she's technically a Gen Zer, a Zoomer, whatever they're called. So anyway, I'm old. I don't know. I found out about 6-7, like at least through six or 7 months after it happened. And it's ruined my life. Tangent of the day for me today. 6-7 has ruined my life.
It's ruined my life.
Kota the complainer here to tell you about how 6-7 has ruined my life. Because for me, I don't know if this is the same for you. I don't know if this is like us being a little bit older than everything. Than like the current generations that are like making this slang. But I use 6 or 7 for a lot of things because it's like it fits. It's when you don't want to say several, right? Because several is like 4 or 5 to me. A few is like 2, 3, 4, somewhere in there. Like 4, it can, and then like 1. But like I never think several and think, oh, like 7 or more, right? So I was like, yeah, 6 or 7, like something like that. Like when was that? 6 or 7 years ago, right? Something like that. Or like because that's like it's a context of time, especially where it's close enough to be a relatively recent memory, but far enough away to feel like a long time ago. And for me personally, that's like 6 or 7 years. Or, once we hit like 7 months into, I was like, it's been, how like, oh, wow, it's already been like this long since we went on this trip. Like what was like 6 or 7 months ago? And I say stuff like that all the time to where the guy I was working with would just like 3 or 4 times a day, I would say it because I don't think about it. I'm just like, going on a tangent or just talking about something, and I just see him go. It made me so angry. I was so done with it. But I was like, dude, I hate this so much.
It's done now, I think, but like it still randomly pops up. It's weird.
The problem is millennials are still using it because all the people my age still do it to me as soon as I say anything.
Yeah, if kids heard you, they'd be like, "You're cringe, Dad." Like.
I'm fine. I want to be. You don't understand. In my life, I want to be cringe. I want so badly to. If I've gotten to the point in my life where if I'm the person that things reach, and if I now hear them, that means they're done. Yeah, like it's over. I'm like, yes. I have achieved what I want in my life because I hate it. I've always thought slang was trying too hard. The things that stuck around by the time I hear it, it's like, oh, if I continue to hear it, then I know it's stuck for a while, right? Like I think cooked is one of those. It's like that one existed for as long as it's. I mean, that's always existed. Don't try to think you're creative, right? Gen Alpha, you didn't create that. That was us. All right, but that might have been before us, honestly. But like, freaking 6-7 has made my life a lot worse than most things have. I live a very privileged life. But that's one of those things that's like the most first world of my problems right now is I really hate 6-7 so much.
I did a video on it to a Drake song, Shebang, and my kids were like, Dad, that's cringe. I'm like, I'm posting it anyway. Wow,
you really combined a couple of things. You combined Drake and 6-7. Like
I made a dance video to it. And I was like, come on, no, let me post it. And they're like, don't. I'm like, I posted it. I went to go post it anyway, but TikTok wouldn't let me because it has like copyrighted music. So maybe you guys will see it as a short on YouTube, but it's whatever.
Boy.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Drake and 6'7". You've truly introduced two of the worst things in my life.
Not in the same video. It's not in the same video.
Anyway.
Right. Yeah.
Wow. Tangent. Here we go.
Tangent of the day.
RJ also said, just wanted to say, I remember finding episode 1 of the podcast and thinking, oh, please, not another PokeInvest channel. After episode 1, listening every week since then, and I love it. Yeah, I don't remember the first episode at all. I do know that we started with that because that was like a hot topic at the moment, but I don't think I never wanted to set out to be a PokeInvest because I'm not an investor at all. Like I'm straight up, like I am not an investor. I'm a seller and a very niche collector, but I don't invest at all. I just said I was opening the Pitch Black booster box. I'm not an investor.
No, but listen, thank you for, continuing to tune in. RJ, I really appreciate that, man. Thank you.
Yeah. That was really cool. I really appreciate that. My favorite username and my new best friend, which tells you, if you make fun of me, you may become my best friend. I don't know what that says about me, but pseudo kudos, aka Kelsey Poopy Pants, which is what the username, because I sent it to you and I was like, this username makes me laugh. And then they came back with pseudo kudos, whiwhich is now my favorite username.
Which is fire.
That we have. I love that. I still want to make a branding with that. I haven't. I'm reading this comment now, which makes me laugh. This has become my favorite TCG podcast, mostly because Kota really liked my screen name. Which, hey, low bar, but we cleared it. We got it. we are right Kota's favorite channel.
Thank you.
TCG podcast. They said their team would be Sudowoodo. We're back to the pseudo. We love that. Sudowoodo, Sudowoodo. Love it. Bulbasaur, Kyogre, Palafin, which is not one that you see a lot of, but I do like Kyogre. It. The most underrated card, illustration rare in all of Scarlet and Violet, probably because it's like $1 still.
Which one
from Paladin Fates?
I didn't know there was 2 versions of Palafin. I'm an idiot. I'm like, there's like a
there's
it's like a weak one and a strong one.
It's a fun gimmick. It's essentially the superhero goes into a phone booth and shoots quick changes. Basically, if you send Palafin out and then he retreats back, you switch him out. The next time you switch him back in, he'll be in his hero form. He's now gone and done the quick change, and he's now back to save the day. So his ability is called 0 to hero.
It takes a turn to do it because you're calling back and then
you do like flip turn or something, and he comes back in, and then he quick changes into the super powerful superhero form.
Got it. Interesting.
So it's cool. It's a cool little gimmick.
I like it. I never made the
evolving him's a pain. Evolving him, if I remember correctly, is a really complex pain. But he's still a cool Pokemon. Let's see. Also, Sudoku's left a take purge, and they said, I think I'm the only one who loves the futuristic rares. They remind me of the Topps Chrome cards. If you like the Topps Chrome cards, yeah, probably. I just never liked them for me.
I said yes. Yes, you are the only one. But I can see that. I can see that exactly. I can see what you're talking about with the Topps Chrome for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I have some. But.
If you're someone who's really attached to the Topps Chrome cards, like I mean, it's this concept of this, like, and honestly, like the thing is, I think if the Pokemon itself hadn't been more like this, and
it's not bad.
The weird chromatic on the actual Pokemon, I would have enjoyed. I enjoy these. I have a bunch of these. I like these. Parasect is the most random one to show. I have a Charmander I could just show, but
there you go. Beautiful. Look at that.
Yeah, I mean, and this is technically not the Topps Chrome. This is like the foil version. So I don't know how different the Chrome specific ones look, but yeah, if you really like those, I get liking it. I am very surprised that is the first comment we've gotten to that loved it. Not even necessarily defending it.
Yeah,
but more like they're just saying, I like them because I like the Chrome cards, which valid. I hope that you're the one that I hope that we don't get our hands on them and you pull them all, because
wait,
do we know where those are going?
Wait, we didn't get, where are those going to be?
What do you mean?
Sorry.
In the celebrations set. What are you talking about?
No, they're not going to be in there. Pikachu.
The Mew and Mewtwo are.
No, Pikachu and Umbreon. Oh, in the set. The Mew
and Mewtwo are in the set. The Pikachu
That's what I was wondering.
Specifically.
Okay. I thought they were going to be in promos.
There's 4 future rares right now.
Yes. Okay. I thought they were going to be in the promos where we didn't see.
The Pikachus are, as far as we've seen, I believe the Mewtwo and the Mew are going to be in the actual set.
Okay, that makes sense. Sorry.
I was like, where are they going to be? Like,
bro, I was like, we saw 1,000 products of celebrations last.
That's true,
episode, and I didn't see them. Like, where are they?
That's true. No, I believe they're actually in the set, which I'm assuming is replacing gold cards because we haven't seen anything for gold cards from that set.
That's true. That is true.
So
which is fine.
I'm so like met on gold cards that if this is replacing the gold cards, I'm fine with it. If it tries to touch SIRs or illustration rares, I'm going to riot.
Yeah, we're smacking hands. Get away.
Yeah.
Get away.
Thank you, Pseudokudos. I still love your name. Jabers came back and said, "I love that you guys are leaning into the Pokemon I delete question, which is just I think it's just so funny because it's something that I think people that have been around the game for so long think about." I had another one the other day where I was like, does anyone care? What was the Pokemon? Oh, what was it? It was something random that I was playing Pokerogue and it popped up in front of me. And I said, why does this exist? What is the point of this?
I have another one.
I can't remember what it was. Another one. All right. Weekly segment, deleting Pokemon until we delete them all from the list.
Or did I give it to you last time? Grafai?
I like Grafai.
Get away.
It draws. It's like it does graffiti. And it's
is that what it does?
Yeah, it has like its poison thing. It can like write stuff like the Strudel illustration where it's him drawing with his tongue.
Also, Strudel can go as well. Are they together?
Strudel evolves into Grafai.
Okay, the game.
You really hate Gen 9. Is it because you're playing Scarlet and Violet right now that these keep up? Okay.
Yes.
I like Grafai. I it's not my favorite, but it's in the top half of Pokemon.
I can see what you mean now with the painting. Okay, see, like maybe I should play the game. I can't. Look, I cannot wait until Winds and Waves so I can play the game with the TCG simultaneously. I can't wait.
Yeah,
that'll be the first.
It makes a huge difference. Before I really started messing around with Scarlet and Violet, I was playing the game. I mean, I played the game whenever it came out, 2022. 2 or 1, 3, 2. It was 2022. 2022 feels right. It feels right, even if it's wrong. Isn't that half the battle, just feeling right? So I love that one. I love Scarlet Violet, so I have an attachment to these Pokemon more. There's a lot of Gen 8 ones that I get rid of honestly, there's a lot of Gen 1 ones. You know what? Seal? No one cares. Seal is a seal, and Dugong to Dugong, and they're boring. They are. I can go. They also have terrible shinies. They just kind of get browner. Like they get sunburnt. It's awful.
Dirty?
They do look dirty. Yes. It looks dirty. It looks
because they're like white.
You know, like
whitish.
Bluish. You know, like when. Yeah. Do you know when snow like is been on the ground for a while and you're kind of like walking around back and forth and it just suddenly gets like this film of like brown on it. It's like that, and it's you know what, they can go. Gen 1 has some Pokemon that can just go, and Seal is one of them. Bye. Deleted.
I'm going to come after your Gen 5 next. Watch out.
Gen 5 is plenty too. All generations have it. It's just Gen 9 has.
They all have it. We just never sat down until this question came up.
Gen 9 has a lot of Pokemon that can go, honestly. But I just feel like you've picked the weirdest ones. Like Spidops. Spidops can go. Don't care about Spidops.
No.
He looks creepy. I don't like him. Hot take. I hate Palmot. I don't like the line. I think they're a very boring design. They don't change. Literally, if you put a Pomo and a Palmot beside each other, I'm just like, this is the same picture, right?
Yeah, I can't tell the difference. But now, is that the Pikachu clone?
That is the Pikachu clone.
Yeah.
It's not that I hate the Pokemon specifically. I hate how lazy the design was. Right?
I absolutely, speaking of, that was one of the Pikachu cards that I loved, is that one from the adventure chest, the Paldean adventure chest. There's a Palmont on that one. That's a good Pikachu card too. Anyway, we're tangenting all over the place.
Anyway, there's plenty of Pokemon that can be deleted. Absolutely. Grafaiai is not one of them for me. It is
we're not getting into this. There's plenty of Pokemon that are rumored to be getting another evolution. I don't know if you saw that, sir. Anyway, carry on.
I've seen bits and pieces, but I have not seen that specifically. No.
Yeah,
I haven't seen anything new.
Like a Psyduck, like a new Psyduck evolution. Have you seen that one?
That'd be cool. Golduck needs some love. Golduck's very boring. Psyduck's great. Golduck is just the most meh.
What about like a pre-evolution of the Psyduck? That'd be cool.
No more babies. No? I'm done with babies.
Oh,
done with babies.
Pikachu?
No, because Cleffa doesn't. Cleffa. So and what is the Chansey
and the Togetic?
Togepi was already a Pokemon though. That's not a baby.
Togepi, isn't there one before that or no? Oh, Togepi
no.
Togepi is it?
Togepi, Togetic, Togekiss. I love that line. Yeah. But like,
there's a baby Chansey.
There's a baby Chansey. What the happening?
There is.
All these Pokemon that were babies of Pokemon that already existed. Bingo. Well, you don't need them. They're gone.
Speaking of deleting Pokemon.
It's confusing. They don't need to exist. Pichu is like the most acceptable of them. Tyrogue can go. Tyrogue is ridiculous.
Bro, I've never seen, I just looked it up. What?
Yeah. It's a baby Pokemon from Gen 2.
There's a Pop series.
Yeah, Gen 2 is when there's so much babies.
That's terrible.
Anyway, that's tangenting all over the place. But yeah, shout out Jabers. Love that. That is still one of our favorite questions to get back to. Wow. This is one that you responded to, and I'm not going to respond to it because I think you did a very good job of doing that. WWE deleted my social medias. Still want this another. We have some great usernames in here. They're just so random.
Yep.
Said a used car is not the same thing as a brand new box of Pokemon cards that just came out. You can compare it to buying a single, but imagine if a car came out and someone just bought it to flip it for more money. That's the problem. And you said, and that's something that I was thinking of, I see your point, but the supply also plays a huge part in that. As dumb as it may sound, people were buying and flipping cars during COVID because supply was down, demand was up. Absolutely. And to the people that bought those cars, well, they were in a position where they either felt they felt that was what they wanted to do. And to them, I say, good for you. The market says it's worth something, then it's worth something. In the same way that if a car dealership now sells at below MSRP, because there's always sales like these days where it's like this much off of MSRP and all this stuff, that's good for them. People buy it, and people will still complain about being too expensive, but people are always going to complain about something being too expensive because we want things to be cheaper. And that's just like a natural thing. Like do I want to be able to buy booster boxes at $80 again? Of course.
Yeah.
Dude, that was so much fun. I ripped so much Paldea Evolved chasing a magic card because it was $90 a box, or whatever it was. But it's also not, healthy for the market. Either side's not healthy for the market. One is saying that the demand is getting crushed and people are getting gatekept, and the other side is people that are trying to sell it are getting crushed by how little profit margins there are and they can't sell it.
Yep.
So, if you don't pigeonhole yourself into this MSRP or bust thing, you can you can do fine on both sides. You can be like, I'm gonna buy the crap out of it when it's below MSRP, and then when it's above MSRP, it's not worth it to me. And you can live in that reality. It's just the people that get verbally violent. I don't say that lightly. I've seen people that are just absolutely mocking and ripping and shredding people for spending above MSRP, and to which I say, your time is so much more valuable. Like, philosophical Kota here. Time is so much more valuable than money by such a wide, insane margin, because no one can buy time, that you spending the time, I should be able to mock you in the same way for spending your time complaining about it on Reddit, in the same way that you can now mock me for complaining about it on the podcast. But for me, I value the time that I spend doing that to say, if the time is worth it, I'm going to spend some extra money. I was just talking about this with my wife. Like, if it's about doing something I really want to do, or doing the responsible money thing, or not even responsible, just like, oh, I should save up for a second car or like a second nice car because our second car has got some issues. Or I don't need a second car. We work from home. I don't need it. So I'd rather just say, hey, let's go on a trip in whatever month just for a week just to do it. Right. Mm-hmm. Some people that they would say that's not, you should just save the money because there's other things you could be getting, but
right.
The money's worth it to me in the same way. If people want to spend a bunch of money on that, I'm like, hey, I go to more expensive places that I could go cheaper, but I decide not to. Mm-hmm. So by all means, go ahead, have that.
Do it. So
I just think it's a fair response to say,
yeah. I mean, it could have contributed to the pricing of where it's at now too. They're talking about cars, which is probably going to be the same thing that happens in Pokemon. Like they see people are willing to pay more, pricing goes up.
That's every market. I mean, I mean, Super Bowl tickets,
everything,
concert tickets,
I mean, it's going to start to turn because obviously I think we're experiencing like this, like things are just too expensive all around to have everything that we want. So it's going to happen in the next couple of years.
Inflation is crushing wage growth, and that's going to be a problem. But until the demand is, because again, that's just the natural way of the quote unquote free market is once demand dries up, that supply is going to expand and then prices are going to come down. And you know what? Be there ready to catch that falling knife when it's like, oh baby, it's $130 for a booster box. But I'm going to grab that. People won't. Oh yeah. Cause people are going to, and I truly hope that the optimistic side of me, the people that are like craving this are going to be able to eat as much as they want at some point. And you know what? Yep. That is fantastic. Mm-hmm. There will be a lot of people that leave. There'll be more people that leave when things become cheaper than they were when things became too expensive.
But those are the people that were in here for the wrong reasons to begin with. So I'd gladly see them go.
Exactly. But yeah, there's a whole tangent there too, but I'm just going to leave that there because I've already pissed enough people off in the last couple of episodes and I don't want to do that anymore. Anyway, good. I, of course, always appreciate you. WWE deleted my social medias because I will say your username, the full username every time you comment because we appreciate you. Dylan left the worm and said no big pickups this week, but got some slabs back, including 3 10s. He said they were nothing crazy. The biggest hit was the Pikachu Ultra Rare from Surging Sparks. I love that one. That's a good one. That's a good Pikachu. That's the best Pikachu card in that set.
That's the full art. Yeah.
It is the full art.
It's a nice one.
Sorry. Who is it that gets pissed off at me every time I mock the Surging Sparks?
The Beehole Pikachu? Me?
Yeah. Whoever it was, it's one of the guys from. It's one of the guys from
Jeremy.
Yeah. Yes, I think it's it.
My boy Jeremy.
Did that just for him. Thank you, Dylan, for the comment. Matt E9 left the worm in the fishing rod, which I do remember asking about because we talked about the polls. Mm-hmm. Did we do a poll for this last episode?
We did.
Okay, we'll get to that after the comments. Then.
Not many of you guys responded, but respond. Maybe we'll come up with a new poll for this one. Yeah. That's right.
They said Venusaur. Bulbasaur is my favorite Gen. This is their team. Bulbasaur or Venusaur because Bulbasaur is my favorite Gen 1 starter, or just favorite Gen 1. He says Megazord X, Shiny Greninja, which is a great one. Lugia, Raichu, and Baxcalibur. Baxcalibur is a fun one.
I was saying that team I can get behind, but Baxcalibur threw me. But yeah, that's awesome. I got to look up the Shiny Greninja now.
It's like black. It's really cool. It's black with the red and the little bit blue. Baxcalibur is cool. I think we had a kind of a drought of really good pseudo legendaries. I think this one really. I like Dragapult in the TCG especially, but like as a Pokemon, I kind of like Baxcalibur. I like the angry, fearsome dragon. It's just always been fun. So it kind of reminds me of like the Tyranitar type of pseudo legendary where it's like just big menacing powerhouse. Whereas like I like Goodra, I love Goomy, but Goodra from Gen 6 was like just too friendly and kind of like this weird vibe for the pseudo legendary after having a lot of very ferocious ones. So I like that one.
That's a good personally. Team. Yeah.
They also said Purge Take. Ooh. No way I'm spending more based on who's selling on a live stream. Absolutely not. Never done rip and ship. I get it. but I enjoy ripping packs for the thrill and experience, and whatnot's a scam. Hard no. I get that. Yeah. I mean, like, I will only buy from specific people, and even then, like, I have people that I like that stream that I've never bought from.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've only bought from you a couple of times just because I don't buy a lot in general. But like, you know, if I find, like, you know, because again, shameless plug, Savs does have very good deals on his live streams. So if I'm going to buy it from someone, it's probably going to be him.
Thank you.
And even then, I don't do that often. But you know,
no, it's exactly that's exactly it. I said that controversially, like, you know, I coming from that side and saying that, but it's just like sometimes it's like weird the amount of extra people spend, and I have to chalk it up to that.
It is.
Yeah.
They also said OG Charizard is totally nostalgia. If I had a base one, it's gone, immediately sold. I'd be happy with the 30th reprint, which I get.
There you go.
Oh, and Matt's also one that said, what are your thoughts on the Nintendo speaking on TCG market issues? Will it make any real difference? No. Pokemon themselves saying stuff didn't make a real difference. I don't think Nintendo is going to be able to apply much pressure unless Nintendo's lying about what they're doing. If Nintendo's lying about printing to the max capacity, then sure, it could make a difference. It could put some pressure on them. Right. But if they're being honest about it, then what are they going to do? Again, what are they going to do? You can't print more. So what are you going to do? Like, jack your prices up, which they might do. I think MSRP increases coming down the barrel very quickly.
Yep.
I do believe it'll be before we see whatever the next era is, whether it be a filler era between Mega and Winds and Waves, which I don't think it's going to be, or Winds and Waves itself.
Winds and Waves.
Sure. I think $190 a booster box.
Yeah. What was it? 180 something, 185 maybe.
Yeah. I think if you math it out to being like a $5 or
185 divided by 36 was like 5 to 13.
Yeah. So 180, 190, I think.
180 is $5 a pack. Yeah. That's what it would be.
Yeah. I think we'll be seeing around there for those, and then $30 for the, you know, $30 and then $60 for ETBs or $55, whatever it is. Or since they're special, it'd probably be $65, I'd assume. So that's the only thing they could do to maybe try, but they ain't gonna do anything because people are buying at GameStop prices. Why in the world would they not buy at $10 or $20 above for a booster box?
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, thank you, Matt. Evan left 2 fishing rods, so we love seeing that, fishing poles. And they said their team would be Hoopa, which I'm curious. Evan in the next episode, Evan, I believe, is also my fantasy football Ringer podcast friend. So always shout out to you. What Hoopa? Which one? There's bound and there's unbound. I'm curious which one you would have, or is it like the idea is you get both of them? You can like switch between the two. I'm curious about that. Empoleon, which is really good choice. I really like that one.
That is that's one of the starter final evolutions, right?
Gen 4, Piplup.
That's right.
Empoleon, Steel Water, great typing. Gen 4's just got such great starters, man. It's whenever I play Gen 4, I choose a different starter because I love Infernape. I really like Torterra. And I like Penguins too. So I love Empoleon when I was a kid.
That is
it's great. I mean, I dare say, I think it's my favorite full lineup of starters, like from top to bottom. Like there's no real glaring weakness in this. Like they're just really cool. They evolved really cool Pokemon. The middle evolutions aren't quite as cringy and awkward as some of the other ones. Looking at you, Gen 7, or Gen 6 with the weird chest spin into Quilladin, which just looks like a kid, and like, you know, those like big bouncy ball things you can climb into and like roll down hills and stuff. Have you ever seen these?
Oh yeah.
It looks like he's in that. It looks like someone put him in one of those. Pull up Quilladin. Quilladin looks like they awkwardly. It's here. I'm gonna send you the picture.
Oh, here.
I'm gonna send you I'm not gonna send you a picture because my thing just froze. It's Quill like it's Quilladin. He looks like, he also kind of looks like a kid in a mascot costume.
Yeah,
that doesn't even do a good job of it.
Right.
There's other cards, or just like his stock picture on Bulbapedia is like just a child in a giant suit.
Why does it look like a kid?
I don't know, but it's awful. And it looks nothing like Chestnut, and it also looks nothing like Chespin.
Oh, Chestnut is the
final evolution. It looks nothing like Chestnut. It is my least favorite starter Pokemon of like all of them. So like including the middle evolutions, like if you account for all of them, it's fine. If you account for all of them, it is my least favorite starter Pokemon of all. Quilladin is awful. It is just the weirdest design. It looks like cute. I don't like him, man. He looks so freaking derpy.
I can't wait to see the Gen 10. I really can't wait to see what they look like. Because I love the starters. Excited. I love the starters.
I do too, man. I really think they hit it out of the park with them. Even Brout's my least favorite. And I still love Brout.
Yeah. I'm getting excited.
We'll see what they do. Don't stand up, pom pom.
No, right. Don't stay down.
Don't stand up. Stay down. Down, girl. Down. Oh yeah, they also had Mega Gengar, great Mega. Shiny Zangoose, which is an interesting one. I like Shiny Zangoose, but I would not have pictured anyone picking that one. So I love that. Corviknight. Yeah, Corviknight's a great Pokemon, and Crocodile. Crocodile underrated. So cool.
Corviknight, fun fact. That's the card. That's the big. When my daughter opened up an ETB back in 2021 Christmas and got me back into Pokemon, that was the card we pulled, a Corviknight like V or full art, and I was like, what the hell? Pokemon cards are full. Like I said, I didn't even say full art, but like the art is all over the card now, and that was it. It was it. It probably wasn't
the one where he's carrying the taxi, or
probably wasn't anything cool, but
or it was like a VMAX.
I don't know if it was a V or a VMAX, but yeah, I remember pulling it with her, or she pulled it.
Yeah,
I'm like, yo, I remember I had Pokemon once, and it was a battle. It was battle styles, so whatever was in battle styles.
Battle styles.
Yeah.
I think. Oh, battle styles was just a full art.
Yeah, I think it was the full art V. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, Corviknight's cool. I like them. I like that a lot. It's probably one of my more.
Is it a legendary?
No, it's just it's the Gen 1 bird.
Oh, it is.
I mean the Gen 1 bird. It's the Route 1 bird.
The Route 1 bird.
Pidgey.
Yeah.
And it's the best one. It's the best one with Staraptor. Is my two favorites by a large margin. Also, this is a good question. Again, we had a lot of good questions. That's why I love the comment section so much, because it ends up being half the podcast just because they prompt us with such great stuff. Yep. Wanting to get your input on something. I'm considering hosting a card show, and I'm in cahoots with someone that's into sports cards. So our idea was to split between Pokemon and sports. However, I received some feedback lately that splitting between the two is a bad idea because it makes the show lack identity, and it also might annoy vendors to split the crowd. Thoughts? It's at an alpaca farm outside of Buffalo. So first of all, shout out to Buffalo.
Right.
Never been there. I know it's cold.
Neither.
I know every time I watch a Bills game and the fans are coming in to shovel out the snow, I think it's one of the coolest things.
No. Get me out of here.
But what do you think? You've been to a lot more card shows than I have.
Yeah, I think I left a comment, but
no, you didn't actually.
I didn't.
No,
I must have. Did I leave it in the main chat? Maybe I thought I left the comment. Sorry, I did not.
I don't see any comment at all.
My apologies. I did not leave a comment. I definitely typed one out. Sometimes when I'm typing it out on the computer and I hit enter, I think it sends it, but it doesn't. It just goes to a new line and then I just forget it. I noticed I've done that a couple of times, but I didn't notice it this time. So what I wrote was, I think it definitely, the identity lacking thing, not so much, but like, sure, you can probably say that too. But like, I feel like people go to specific things for specific reasons. So like, I think that for the sport card ones, for the sport card vendors, I think they're going to be more hurt because Pokemon is hot right now. So like having so many people come to that show, which means like the table probably costs around $100 or more. Actually, I don't know if it's at wherever it's at. I'm not sure what the price is, but let's say $100. They're paying $100, but the popularity of Pokemon is going to carry the crowd. they're probably not going to see a lot of sales. So whereas if they went to a strictly sports card show, they would kill it, or they would do much better. So I think that, it should be one or the other. But what I wrote in that comment that I never posted was, it's cool if it's all TCG, because you do get the bleed over from like One Piece to Pokemon and vice versa, and Magic, and maybe Lorcana too, who knows, Yu-Gi-Oh, all that stuff. So if it's like a TCG show versus like the TCG and sports cards, that would probably be better.
Yeah, I will admit, as much I'm one of the biggest sports fans you'll ever meet. I love all sports, even sports I don't like watch regularly. I will watch sports just for the sake of sports. ESPN the Ocho back in the day, I would watch whatever random nonsensical thing that they would have on there that was like, here's the cheese wheel thing where they roll a wheel of cheese down the hill and then they like try to chase it or whatever. Like that kind of stuff, I'm all for, right? It's just so random tangent again. I'm very tired, so I'm gonna go off on this. Have you ever watched the Red Bull Soapbox Derby highlights or stuff on YouTube?
I don't think so,
brother. No. It is so much fun. It is people building. People will come in with these elaborate soapbox cards, like made out of like cardboard and styrofoam, and like painted and like all these different themes, and then run them down this steep hill and just destroy them in like heartbeat. It is the most fun thing on YouTube that I've been watching right now. I can't get enough of it.
Is that like almost like the one where they do the plane and they jump off the little ledge?
That's Red Bull, but it's not specific. This is like they have a couple different things. There's like that. There's like the another version where they design tandem bike themed stuff, and they had to run over this very small little track above water.
Oh, good.
And then there's this soapboxing where they're just like running down a hill and literally like a small cart surrounded by cardboard, and then just getting thrown violently from it. It is.
Oh, that's great.
It scratches that itch of like just watching silly people do silly things in really creative ways. It's just great. Anyway, I love sports.
That's Red Bull.
Sports cards. Yes. Sports cards, I have no clue. I know nothing about sports cards. I know you could hand me a $2 hit and a $200 hit, and I'd be like, I have literally no clue which is better. I think except for maybe if I knew
the player.
It's a Patrick Mahomes card versus like a Justin Herbert or Trevor Lawrence, something like that. But like, I don't know anything about this stuff. So right now, I think splitting it's a bad idea. Yeah. I think splitting the show like having both of the show at the same time, having a sports and Pokemon cards show at the same time would lead to a lot of brand confusion. Because what you don't want, and what I think is a possibility, again, I don't understand the market fully. If they're both equally as popular and we're just as a blind spot for us, then sure, it probably could work. But in reality, I think it's going to look more like this, where you're going to have like 85 to 90% Pokemon and other TCGs and like a small percentage of sports. And people that come for sports cards are going to leave with a bad taste in their mouth from the show. And if this is something you want to do in the future, like if you want to like make this a repetitive thing or make a series of shows in the area, which a lot of people do, and I think it's really cool, you don't want brand confusion. Yeah, and I think you run the risk of displeasing clients when you try to, or customers, when you try to expand too much. And you can't guarantee like, oh, it's going to be 50% sports cards, 50%.
Right. I didn't even think about the vendor aspect of it. Like if it's 80% Pokemon vendors, that's the same thing. The people that come there for sports are going to, I didn't even think about that aspect. I was thinking about that's actually true.
Yeah. It's both sides. Sides. So for me, unless this is a one-off thing and you really are just like, we're just going to run it and we just want to do it. Right. Sure, then kind of just run the risk. You run the risk, but if you're not planning on doing more shows, you're fine. But if you want to do it regularly, it's probably better to niche down a little bit. And then if you can build a community of sports cards, you can just run a second show.
Yep.
You know? That's it. But I understand the concept for sure.
Yeah, that's cool.
I just think it's two different markets. That's a little too much. But yeah, thank you, Evan, as always, for the comment. OG Chris back in the comment section, of course, left the worm.
How you doing?
He said, Kota, I would have picked the exact same Arbok that I picked for my favorite Arbok card. It's in my PC next to the Wheezing number 29 with James, which I didn't know existed. And I love that.
Yeah.
It's a perfect combination. That's awesome. So great. He said, great to see the range of 30th products. I would definitely rip packs with the kids, but we'll stay disciplined with the money. We are so cooked on the UPCs. Full agreement.
Yeah.
Full agreement. Nidorina card is vibrant, chill, and thoughtful, but meh compared to the price it will command. Need that Executor promo, though. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Like, compared to the other promos that are probably going to be under what this one is just because it's from the 30th anniversary. My hope is that because it's still Nidorina, it won't be as ridiculous. And it might just kind of be a more normal promo, especially if they print a lot of them.
In the ETB, that's going to be like what's driving it more than anything.
Yeah, but like, I mean, so what a small counterpoint, the EV from Prismatic, for a very long time was like a $10 card.
Now I think
even as that was running up, is not. I have a bunch of those at PSA right now. I really kind of hope it is.
Whoa. I have not looked.
No, it's $15.
Oh, there you go. Oh, the Prismatic. I'm sorry.
That says lightly.
Nope, I'm thinking about the
sorry, I'm talking about the promo itself.
I was thinking about the fruit salad EV promo from Prismatic.
No. Sorry, the ETB. Comparing ETB, that's a ETB that's going for $170 some right now, right?
Right.
Maybe this is gonna be a similar case where it's still like an attainable card. It's a 10, and EV's a much more popular Pokemon, so maybe it is like a $10, $12 cards. There's hope. They very well may not be as expensive as expensive as you think.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the Zekrom too from Ascended. The Ascended ETB is that high, and it's like a $10 card. So it might be.
Is it really? I thought it was up a bit. It might be. I mean, I hope it is because it's a really cool card, and I hope more people get their hands on it. Zekrom 31 and Zekrom 31. It is a $12 card. Yeah, exactly. Like the ETB, thankfully, doesn't necessarily dictate the price on these. So there's a good chance you can be able to get them.
The 25th was the Greninja. Was it the shiny? Was it the shiny Greninja?
I think it was the Gold Star Greninja. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that's
a different animal. But that's also a Gold Star promo, which
reprint.
It's a Gold Star shiny Greninja, which is one of the most popular Pokemon. I think that's probably why it drove a lot of that, and that took a long time to get to that point too. It wasn't like that was a, whatever it is now, 3 years ago when it was out. So, but yeah, we are cooked on the UPCs. And he also said pickup of the week was 2 first partner series 2 boxes. Love to see it. Have not touched one of those yet. None of the starters were really what I was like my favorite starter trio. So, the first partner box, I really wish I'd gotten. I'd picked up a couple when I could have, but I didn't. And I really want
4 and 7. Yeah,
because I love Gen 1 is great.
4,
Gen 4 is my favorite, and Gen 7 has Rowlet and Popplio, which I like as well. So that's my favorite one. It's gonna probably stay my favorite one. Even though I know people love Gen 3, Gen 3 is fine. It's like it's a better one, but it's not my favorite. But yeah, thank you, OG Chris, as always, for the comment.
OG Chris.
And then we had Chad, who I think is new. I don't remember seeing Chad in the comments. So
Chad,
welcome in, brother. Never mind. I forgot everything. Hello, Chad. Welcome back. My 6 are Dawn Fan, Arcanine, Scizor. Here we go. Love it. Druddigan, which is an interesting choice. That's one I did not expect to see. Shiny Gyarados, classic, nice. And Mega Hawlucha.
Yeah, very nice.
Mega Hawlucha is interesting. Again, 2 cards I'm very surprised by.
Shiny Gyarados,
2 Pokemon. Nice. Shiny Gyarados is fantastic.
Speaking of Arcanine, I think we're going to get another evolution line for Growlithe. Or some type of... That was a rumor as well. Anyway, sorry. Carry on.
Interesting. Yeah, good team. Druddigan.
Yeah, that's good.
Interesting one. That Druddigan from Black White, like the illustration from that set.
Yep,
it's fantastic.
Yeah, it's so good.
I like the team though. That's a great, very physically offensive team. All physical attackers, which is very fun. I guess Arcanine can be run mixed, but
damn, why didn't I pick Machamp? I love Machamp. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, true. Could have, didn't, failed. Canceled. Fake Gen 1 fan over here.
Took a Pikachu instead.
Oh boy. Wow, we still are running almost to 11. Good job, us. I think we started 8. The problem was we started early and then said like, oh, we have more time. It's not that late now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy. Anyway, and he also said, I like this. So here's a follow-up question. If you were a gym leader, what would your type and team be? I'm not gonna go through the team because that would take us forever and it's late and Savs has got to get up early. But type 100% steel. I love steel. Steel is my favorite type. Steel all day.
I'll be lightning. Like a Lieutenant Surge style.
Yeah. I'm not surprised by that at all.
Right.
And obviously
something with like Lieutenant Surge.
Yeah, I would have Scizor and you would have Zapdos on the team. So
100%.
We already know. But yeah, 100% steel. I love steel. I love steel Pokemon. I think there's some of the coolest Pokemon that are out there are steel. So yeah, that's all the comments. Great questions. Again, the comment section always just absolutely delivers.
100%.
Even on slow weeks like this, we still end up with 2-hour podcasts because of the comments, which is great.
I agree. I 100% am on board with it. We love it. We love all the comments. Like we always say, drop the comments. Let us know what you guys are thinking, what you guys want to hear, what you guys want us to answer. Because like Kota said, it does drive the conversation here and it just obviously drives more engagement. So thank you guys so much for coming in. Don't forget to drop what Kota said earlier. Hopefully we see some
repeat
comments.
It for you guys right now, just because I have almost forgot. I don't want to forget. It is, first of all, a soccer ball, but that's just for the episode. You don't actually have to drop that. And what got you into Pokemon and what keeps you going in times like this, where it's a little harder to get product, or maybe you don't really care about the TCG as much and you're just in it for the love of Pokemon. So how did you get into it? Why are you still here? Basically.
I love it. All right, guys. Well, Kota, I'm going to try to edit this on the plane tomorrow morning. I'm flying out at like,
bless you, sir.
I think I'm waking up at like 4 a.m. and I got to, my flight is, or maybe earlier. I think I got to be at the airport by 4:30. So shoot, I don't even know. So I'm going to get like a few hours of sleep. I'm already working on like 4 hours of sleep from last night because I had to pack up all my TikTok live orders, which took forever. Here we are. I'll try.
No wonder you forgot the Grubbins.
There's probably no editing on this video. I think we did a good job today, honestly. Ecamm worked for us beautifully. You don't want to jinx it right at the end. Do that. So guys, thank you so much for yet another week, another episode. Do the giveaway stuff, and we'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.